Hey, I've turned on my mic. And then there isn't a Discord source, I'm just doing desktop audio for now. Anyway, hey, everyone, it's me, Dudeakoff, the guy who didn't go to AWT Finals. I'm supposed to be doing the intro for some reason. I've managed to get everyone on the screen, everyone's got their avatars there, it's all good. And Socky's going to give a rundown of what's going to happen right now. So if the audio's bad, tell me and I'll change it.
A rundown of what's going to happen. Okay,
yeah,
sure.
Go for it.
What's good, everybody? It's been a while since we did one of those. You know, I remember planning one earlier this year, but then, you know, Aqual to busy, too busy preparing and traveling and all that jazz to really make a post. And then at that point I was like, you know, might as well keep it for after the finals. And now we're here, right? Everybody's back, everybody's not sick, everybody's retired, done with the game, and figured we were gonna do a bit of a yap session. We invited everybody except for Space because he sucks.
We don't like him, yeah.
And
yeah,
we were like one Dutch people in here, enough, not more than that. But no, he was busy. Anyway, let's start with introductions. Who wants to go first?
don't say who wants to go
So
first.
there's 5 people.
You say someone start.
Pixie, go ahead.
Hello. I'm the famous Lowain from Italy, and that's it.
Goodbye,
I don't know Socky.
That was fast, bro.
Yeah. Like, I've been playing Lowain for 2 years. I don't know what to say. I only play Lowain.
They call him a one-trick pony.
What about the Pixie Beatrix? What are you talking about?
He's actually.
Oh yeah, I'm actually on Zeta right now, but no one knows.
Yeah.
No one knows.
Russ says he wants to learn footsies, picks up Zeta.
What is it?
GDS.
That's not gonna work out. But yeah. Let's just go from left to right, I guess. So we go to skill.
Hey everyone, skill. I'm a French competitor. It's been like how many years now? Like 15, slightly more than 15 years of competition. It's been a long time. So playing from like Guilty Gear Grand Blue like recently, and yeah, like managed to qualify for like 2 Grand Blue finals in a row now. I hope maybe if I have if I'm a bit lucky for next time, I could do a bit better than what I did in those finals. If I manage to qualify again, at least, and if I may be there to actually, like, you know, announce when and where we're gonna do like the qualifications and shit before maybe they close like the registration for the events that are upcoming. But yeah, we'll see. Like, I think we're gonna probably talk about it at some point. So
yeah, it's always really cool. Since you mentioned you've been playing the games for so long, it's always really cool when we are at events and somebody like who knows you from Soul Calibur and stuff just like starts talking with you, and it's always like really nice to see like the, you know, this fighting game shit. People have been doing this for so long, and they've been been a fan of you for so long and still around and kicking is always really cool to see.
I'm just like swapping from so many games that I don't really know if like people actually know. Like, I was also a Blaze Blue player and shit at some point.
Yeah.
Long time now.
It's always like people usually like there's just like people know you for like one thing, and then there's like the diehard fans for that.
Yeah, that's really nice when people actually follows like in which game you go and stuff like that. What do you do like after like going from, like, as I said, for me it was like Blaze Blue Caliber and like Dragon Ball Guilty Gear. Played after that like Grand Blue and shit. So it's I like that because it creates like a lot of diversity in terms of like what I play, and like it's like it's less boring to me, at least.
Yeah. Obviously, without trying to go on too much of a tangent, it does reflect on. I feel like especially people like you that have played a lot of fighting games, that reflects on the way you look at the game and the way you play it too. Like, you see it a lot with people that have played or like play a lot of fighting games. But yeah, without going too much into it, let's go to Usagi.
Oh my god, hi. I went to cheer for Socky in Korea, and I got 5th because Grimir is broken. I don't know why they let me play even, but that was cool. Yeah, that's my introduction.
randomly won Evo 2. My mistake, right? When it was like, oh, I want to visit Nice. It's such a nice city. Oh, one Evo.
I mean, that was Grimnir too. It's all Grimnir, all Grimnir. But yeah, it was fun. Thank you for having me. And I'm honored to share a spot with such talented competitors.
And Fedizin.
Oh, Fedizin is muted.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, no, I'm just muting myself.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm Fedizin. I qualified a few times for the finals alongside some other people here. And it was fun. It was a fun trip to Korea. I really enjoyed it.
Oh, Fee died.
Yeah, my guide, I think. Someone say Fedizin.
He said too much.
Sucked into the dimension or whatever.
Oh. Yeah, I think my Discord might be a little buggy. Sorry about that.
It's fine now.
But yeah, where was I cut out? Either way, I like the trip to Korea. It was fun.
Yeah, it cut out when you said Korea was fun.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, you can't be saying shit like that. Come on.
We got
it was good. It was good.
Yeah. We're gonna be looking at photos later, but yeah. And then last but not least, the MFHS.
That's me.
What's that stand for?
I went to Seoul. I had to pay for my own lunches. I had to pay for my own flights. I earned nothing. I was there to represent the token intermediate gamer.
I've been there.
And yeah, that's me. I play Siegfried. I press 2 USSBA. I go to places and play the game and not win, but do my best.
This guy's so relatable. We should have him on more often.
Yeah, like I said, I'm the token intermediate player. Like everyone that watching like the stream is like, I'm not a top player, but this guy, yeah, I can feel that.
Yeah, the average viewer can relate to you the most.
You're not allowed in this treehouse.
Dudeakoff, do you want to introduce yourself as well?
I'm Dudeakoff. I'm pressing the buttons, and that's all there is to me at the moment. I did not go to Korea. I've never been to Asia.
The Ladiva player?
I think you should mention more things you missed out on.
Didn't go to Greece. That seemed like a nice time.
You also missed the tie-breaking in Toulouse. Pretty good.
What?
Pretty good.
I have to get, when I go to Europe, I have to go in the slow queue. What was that?
Did you know Dudeakoff went to Los Angeles in South Korea?
That's the stupidest thing that anyone's ever done. That's crazy.
That's true.
I did not know about the Korea, to be fair. But yeah, no, that wasn't good. That wasn't good. We shouldn't do that. Did not go to America. It's a bad idea. Anyway, speaking of traveling to places, Socky.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about the trip. Obviously, some of us flew earlier, some of us flew later. MFH obviously on his own. Let's talk a little bit about it. But
obviously.
Also, hello, Swampin. Yeah, Swampin with the raid in the chat. Hello,
Swampin chat.
Yo.
Swampin chat, Pork.
X6XL, etc., etc.
XXL.
Anybody hates Mesh Attack and 6XL on PC? Raise your hand now.
I love
it.
Oh my god!
Here, unfortunately, we didn't have Miri this time. We got a different cat, but it's not Miri.
But yeah. One thing that was really cool this time around was I don't know, maybe it was they allowed that last year as well, but we specifically asked if we could like fly in earlier, at least me and Fiddy, and fly back later because we didn't want to deal with the jet lag as much and also enjoy the time in Korea as much as we can. And they were like okay with it. Obviously they didn't pay for like extra days of the hotel, but hotels are also super cheap in Korea, so that was not really expensive for us, all things considered, and we got to enjoy the city more. So we already like flew in on like Monday. Obviously landed on Tuesday because you fly with the time, and it's like a 12-hour flight, and by the time you land it's like 10 a.m. It was like 10 a.m. for us. And yeah, by the time we were able to check in on our first hotel, we just crashed out immediately. And we said like, oh, let's sit down, let's lie down for like 3 hours, maybe take a nap.
No,
And then
don't do
by
it.
by the time we woke up, it was like midnight. We were like,
No.
I'm a little hungry. We should go for food. So got to see Seoul at midnight a little bit. This year was a bit further out, so it wasn't like super active, but it's still like cool. So when did you guys fly in, or like how was the flight? I know some of you guys came pretty late, like Sagi, for example.
That's
For
me.
me, you can start with Sagi if you want.
Oh, no, go ahead, please. I insist.
Okay. It was like I just followed the schedule like for the first trip, like to go there. So I just added like 2 more days after, so I could visit like Korea after the event and stuff. I kind of think I should have like maybe get 1 more day for jet lag. I thought it would be like better than that. Like my sleep schedule was not like fixed for the finals in time. I mean. But apart from that, like it's fine. Like the flight was like it was long, of course, but it was not too bad, and I like no issue with like connection and shit. Now I'm kind of always scared when I go like to like Asia or even US because
Yeah.
I had like some really bad experience like for Evo where like my first flight got delayed and shit, and I missed the connecting flight, and I had to wait an entire day in like I think it was in UK, yeah.
Yeah, it was
So
the flight last year as well, right? Where you had the problem where like one of your
yeah,
flights got cancelled.
yeah, but at least this one like in the last year like they got a same day replacement, which was
Yeah.
not too bad. Well, like at Evo it was terrible because it made me arrive like the day before the bracket, so
Yeah.
it was not good. But like this time, like everything went fine, and yeah, like the place and stuff we stayed at, like the hotel, was really good. So I really enjoyed it. As I said, maybe I should have like get 1 more day prior to the event to avoid jet lag more. But yeah, it was nonetheless a pretty decent flight, all things considered.
I mean, 13-hour flights, 12-hour flights, or 13 12-hour flights. They're just either you can fall asleep and you skip it like a fucking cutscene, or you're stuck in a seat for 12, 13 hours and it's a pain in the ass. It's like, it just sucks either way.
Yeah. What about Usagi?
Oh, I had no, it was shit. Like,
Oh no! Oh no!
I had a layover in Turkey, but it got delayed for like I think it was 4 hours. But Discord disbanded in Turkey, so I also like couldn't tell any of the ArcSys people that I got my flight delayed, so I had to go through Socky to like talk to the ArcSys people. I mean, the airport was nice. I had some really bad airplane food though. I felt like I was going to die on the second plane, but I just like fell asleep, and then nothing happens if you fall asleep. So I had some problems getting to the hotel too, but Socky helped me too. That's a pattern.
Socky's so helpful. What the heck?
Damn.
Yeah, Socky's very nice.
Yeah, I ended up being kind of lucky. Like I woke up in the middle of the night, at like 1, because it's like still the jet lag and stuff, still adjusting. I look at my phone and it's like weird. It's like almost 1 a.m. and Sagi hasn't written me yet, so I don't know if she landed, if she got to the hotel, because I would assume at least that she would say something. Right? It's like, oh, because like before the flight or like during the flight, right? Like she was like, oh, I'm gonna like my flight is starting in Turkey soon, so I'm gonna be gone for a bit. And then I wrote to her, and you would just assume that she would at least reply to that, but there was nothing like that, and I was like, oh no, this is kind of bad. So just to make sure, I write her, and then she writes me back. She's like, oh, everything's fine, no worries. I'm already like in the hotel lobby. She has like she's like, I think she said something like, I have a small problem, but I can handle it. It's like, are you sure I shouldn't come down? And she's like, no, don't worry about it. And 5 seconds later, she writes me again. She's like, actually, can you come down?
I wanted to handle it, but I just couldn't. But yeah, I had some problems paying the taxi driver, so I kind of like ruined the Korean man's day, sadly. But Socky helped me. That was nice.
Yeah. The guy was
Thankfully, yeah. Well, yeah.
the guy was like, it's like, oh, I got the wrong address first, and this is taking so much time off of my job. And I was just like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Tough, buddy.
Yeah, that's
Luckily-
rough. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
my fault. Yeah, shit.
My fault, G. I mean, it's not really your fault. At the end of the day, it's like you got the
yeah.
name of the hotel wrong. They changed the name recently, and all that
Oh yeah,
jazz,
it
but-
was like Kintech something, and then it was Gloucester Hotel instead.
Yeah, they told us the good Kintex by K3, but then it was like Gloucester. But in some apps, it only showed one, and then in some apps it was the other. So
Yeah.
it's very
when
messy.
when we called an Uber, we went by the Kintex, like by K3 name, and it worked. So it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, it worked fine. So I don't know.
Luckily, like
Yeah.
y'all weren't British, so you said Gloucester instead.
know.
That would have confused him even more.
No, I was very lucky with the whole jet lag thing because I sleep like shit normally, so I didn't have any problems. Even though like most of the days when I got back to the hotel at like 6 p.m., I just fell asleep and without having
Yeah.
dinner or anything, and then I just like woke up like soon to my playing time. I don't know how. So I just like spent half of the week sleeping.
Yeah.
With
Yeah, that was my favorite thing about Usagi at Arc World Tour. She would play the game and then teleport away, and then teleport back when she needed to play again.
She's
No
just
sign of her
gone.
outside anywhere.
And it's like, where's Usagi? It's like, I guess she's in the hotel room. That was usually the right call.
It was a good bed, honestly. It was a very comfy hotel room. A bit too modern for me, but it was very nice.
Too modern.
Oh my steak too juicy.
Yeah.
My toilet is warmed up.
My bed's too
No.
nice. My bathroom
Like,
too clean.
I had like a 30-minute event, like trying to figure out how the bathroom worked because like it was all in Korean buttons. Like I have like 5 photos of the buttons. So it was like 20 buttons to the fucking toilet. And I had no idea what I was supposed to do.
Oh, this actually reminds me. Actually, this is like for later, but MVH and me, we ended up going to like karaoke place with Kevin and Edwin, like the American guys, and like the karaoke place had like a
Oh yeah.
like a you get like the remote for the machine, and it had like, I kid you not, it had like 30 buttons on it,
30.
and it was all
Way more.
more than 30, and they were
Wait.
all just Korean text, and we couldn't fucking figure out what any of them did. But like
Yep.
pressing the wrong button, fucking essentially bricks the whole machine. And
Yeah, like
nothing-
apparently we pressed like a rank mode button, which like turns off 90% of the songs on the machine or something, and then we did not know which button that was. So we spent like 50 minutes trying to figure out how to unrank our karaoke machine so we could sing the actual songs we wanted.
yeah, it's
Epic.
this is what you get for not speaking Korean. But yeah,
Yep.
how was your flight, Pixie?
Flight, everything was, I think, perfect. I slept like a baby on the airplane. I think the worst part was not having a socket on the airplane, so I couldn't play on
Oh yeah,
my PC during the flight. I'd either watch films or just sleep. The
Yeah,
food
we had,
was
like-
normal.
we got like tricked. We thought the flight was gonna have like sockets to charge your phones, and then we go in there, and then it doesn't work.
Yeah, and they just had USBs. Usually, when I go to Japan, they have the sockets, so it's easy.
Yeah, my flight did have the socket.
Yeah. Then, yeah, I think the worst part was landing in France because I went to France.
Real.
But everything else was perfect. I loved the hotel because there was a convenience just downstairs, so I could get ice cream at 24 hours. And
ice
I
cream?
did a few times. I think the funniest bit was like waking up at 4 a.m. Socky was online and just saying, "Do you want to do something?" And we played Gramble at 4 a.m.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we did some hotel Gramble. This was like on the first night or something. So I was just up that early already, and yeah, I figured might as well.
Worst delay ever television.
Yeah, that's why he got me. Like I beat him in the mirror, and that gave me the false confidence. Never do that. It's always a bad idea.
Having the free food was also perfect. Like free cutlets every day, free rice. Then at some point they just told us no more meal tickets.
It's crazy.
That was crazy. Like in the rules there was written we will provide food every day. I know.
Only if you stay qualified.
Apparently the moment you lose
That's
you're
fucked
out.
up.
You're out. You're no
What
one
the
for them.
heck?
Then they
You
became
just die.
plebeians like me.
So cool.
Yeah, in the rules it says you get meal tickets for day 1, day 2, and day 3. Just in general, right? Like for the qualified players. And then after day 1, if you didn't make it to extra stage, like if you're just out, you don't get any meal tickets anymore. You're no one. Get out of here.
That's so funny.
You don't deserve the food. It's okay.
They should have also thrown you out of the hotel.
Real.
I think that would
That's
at least
so
that
fucking
would be
weird.
consistent. Just like, well, you should pay for your own hotel now, buddy.
Yeah.
Who are you again?
I forgot.
fun.
I think I don't know you, right?
That's the funniest thing. It's like you play in the LCQ and you don't play to make top 8. You play so you can get a meal ticket for that day.
Wow.
It's all a giant social experiment.
It's like fighting for your own food.
Have you ever played with a meal ticket on the line?
Unfortunately.
That's why Pixie made top 8.
Yeah,
Bros.
they weren't happy to provide the meal ticket actually, even if we made top 8 again.
Bro was too hungry.
Yeah, we had to fight to get them. But
Yeah,
the
I
staff
enjoyed-
was kind in the end.
The first time we went out to lunch was a favorite. Everyone was like, "Oh, we're going to lunch this place." I was like, "Oh, sure." And then everyone pulled out their meal tickets, and I was like, "Wait, what meal tickets? you guys don't pay for your food?
I'm
Ruined."
sorry. You gotta pay, bro. Pay up now. But yeah.
Also, what actually happened on like day 0 to move to a new day?
Day 0 was mostly media day stuff and the bracket show, obviously. So that like all the players got grouped into groups. Most of us, I think, were like in group 2,
Yeah.
which was
Yeah.
probably the best time. I think the only one who was in group 1 was it Space or Zach?
I think it was
I
Space.
think it was. I had group 1, but they changed it since my flight got delayed.
Yeah,
But-
right.
Space was group 1. Yeah.
And it was really just they took us aside, right? They had like some people that did our makeup and our hair and stuff.
Cute.
It was really funny. Yeah, it was really funny seeing like how they approached some people, because I know like for some people they didn't know what to do with the hair at all. And so some people took like a lot longer than ours. It was pretty funny though. They felt like nicer than the year before, because I don't think they did our hair last year. I could be wrong.
Yeah, they
I
didn't.
think it was super fast this year though, like for the photo shooting and stuff.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It was
Like-
super fast, yeah.
They just pull us in and then they like stand like here and do like four shots, and then like
Shots?
the way Space explained it was like you go in there, they do your mugshot, they like turn left, turn right, hold your
Yeah.
name.
Send you in prison after that.
Yeah.
The prison is a group C or whatever.
Yeah.
The Vazaraga groups.
Yeah,
So it was
pretty
just
much.
take pictures, choose a pool.
Yeah, they didn't really listen to what you wanted though. I was like, well, they were like, oh, how do you want to do your hair? And I'm like, well, like back in the middle, so it's like a middle part, but like on the front you don't have the middle parts, and
Well, slow
then
down, buddy.
like add volume on the sides.
You should
whatever,
have just said, "Do you know who Goku is?"
Exactly.
The
No,
guy
but
on my
then and
shirt
then I'm
says
like, well,
this.
I was like, like yeah, like kind of like messy on the sides, and then they like started straightening my hair. I was like, yeah, all right. That was funny when they brought out the straightener, and I was like, yeah, okay, sure. This is not gonna work. They're not listening.
This is not a fight you can win.
No. They're like, there's one haircut in Korea. You're gonna get it. That's it.
They're like coloring your hair black.
Yeah, you shouldn't be having hair this length if you didn't want the Korean haircut, buddy.
Yeah, I wonder what the fuck they would have done with my hair, because I wasn't there, but like, I don't know if they're used to very long, wavy, curly hair. I don't think they are.
Probably.
Yeah.
that'd be fun.
It would have been funny though. I think they would have enjoyed it though. Like I will say,
Yeah.
like the makeup artists and the hairdresser and stuff, like they were very enthusiastic. At least the ones I got. They were like really like you could tell they were really like thinking and like trying their best, you know. So
Yeah, I
think they
thought
would
it
have
was
enjoyed
fun.
it.
Well, it's over now. There we go. Play again. Oh, did I kill the audio? Oh yeah, I did. That's funny. 2 secs. I'm so good at this. Application, that's it.
Doing a single job.
I'm doing so much right now. You don't know.
Bro's all these pulleys and levers in the background.
I just have to do the audio, music anyway. You can continue now, but everyone can hear you.
Can you guys see us?
Let's test. Yeah.
Say 6,
Nice.
7 in chat if you can hear me.
Yeah.
Let's go. That works.
That was like the easiest fucking thing to make them say ever.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so Media Day was pretty short, but we got to play some casuals on Media Day, obviously, so that was nice.
No.
Naturally, I sat down and started playing with Socky.
That's so fun. It's like it's so funny. We sat down and like Zane comes in like 5 minutes later and it's like, you guys flew all the way to Korea.
Yeah, I mean, he's right.
and then
He's right.
so I keep it short with Freddy, and then I get up, and then Space sits down and plays.
Oh no!
There is no way, guy.
But yeah, it was cool seeing like I think when we got there, like Zangief Dream and Koji were already just yapping. But it was cool seeing them again. It's been like a while since I've seen Koji.
Yeah.
I think for us it was like pretty much last year's like World Tour. Like I know Usagi obviously saw him at Slashback.
Yeah.
We talking about?
Koji.
Yeah, I saw Koji's flashback. On Zangief Dream too.
Oh, yeah. It was also.
So
Also,
That's
I did want to
Yep.
ask actually, how did you guys approach the pools phase where you had to choose what you wanted to do in the pool?
yeah, the bracket show.
Yeah.
The funny thing for that is
Strategy behind it.
the funny thing about it is that like the first couple of people that got in, they didn't even know what was going on because the way they like because the way that works is they do a thing where the first you choose what order you want to go, and then once that order is chosen, you choose what group you. And the first couple people did not know that that's like what the point was of like the seats, so like where you sit, because I feel like the translation was kind of like not very clear. So you saw like the couple first photos, where like people were like very confused.
Oh yeah, like I remember somebody in Promenade posted like a picture of like a compilation of everyone looking very confused at the commentator.
Yeah, the Dudeakoff tweet is so good. all the reaction pictures where everyone's like vaguely mad. Yeah, that one.
Dudeakoff pulled that up.
Yep.
It pulled it up.
It's
pulled up.
Because they only explained it like once we got to the stage. Like we had no idea. We could like mix and match pieces before like the ones that were at the end. But Space, who was first, it's like the first time he got any information was when he was already on the stage. So it's like, what's going on?
Yeah. I really didn't get it because like they spent so much time before like briefing us, and the briefing was literally just, this is the order, you go out. And the order was literally just by points, like who had more points, obviously. But like they didn't explain what we were gonna do on the stage, so go on the stage and just be confused. Fuck.
This
Just
was
walk.
so funny. I was like behind. I think it was like Zane or like was like two or three people before me, and like I was telling Zane, I think they actually choose right now, like when standing,
Yeah.
and it was like, no, they don't choose. They will choose after that. And I was like, you sure? Because last year I think we chose when we were standing, and then after that they went for the for the people directly to ask for the final pool, right?
Yeah.
And like he goes into the thing like thinking that he was not gonna have to choose instantly like the order, right? And
Yep.
he was super confused when it was like, "What's your like your plan? Like, what do you want to? Which order do you want to get?" And it was like, "My order? You mean my strategy or something?" It was like completely lost.
Yeah.
Got bamboozled, but like I don't know why they didn't explain anything. Like,
Yeah.
this was like I think in terms of organization, this was like the big mistake they did, in my opinion. Was there like it should have been like way more clear for the people.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
the-
communication in general was definitely, I feel like, worse this year, but it's also like the language barrier, or just people like the English isn't particularly strong, so yeah, that was left on the road. I mean, we ourselves, like, we were like standing in the back before we got picked, and like just watching as it go, and like trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. Especially like Space sitting down, like, because like he was like one of the first to
Yeah.
go, and he picked like the third seat, right? I was like, what makes what
Yeah.
is
We
he
couldn't
doing?
see which one he took because
Yeah.
where we were standing, it was like somewhere in the front. Is it like the third? Is it the fourth? Is it the second? Like you couldn't really
Yeah,
tell.
no, but we also thought it was like from left to right. So it was like,
Yeah.
did he pick third? Did he pick like third to last? It is like, because neither of those make sense. So it's like, where is the order actually starting?
The
And we
too
had no
early or
idea.
the too late? Did he pick? Which one is it?
Yeah.
Well, I talked to Space about it, so I can say like his strategy was that basically he wanted to prey on the people that went first, because the way last year went, and actually the same, it was the same this year, is that the first two picks and the last two picks are weaker players, right? Because either you have no control, or well, in both cases you have no control. You just pick like what's given to you, basically. And in the case of Space, like he wanted to be able to pick into one of those weaker players and just like have one easy match, basically. And he also assumed that the people after that would like pile onto that group. So yeah, I mean, I think that worked out well for him. I wanted to pick to add to that, since I'm already on it. I wanted to pick very early, which I thought I could do. Like being 13th, I figured that I would be able to pick like second or something, right? That was kind of my goal. It was like, okay, number 2 pick is probably still going to be up. And I wanted to do that because my hope was that all the strongest players are somewhere in the middle, and we're gonna have that happen where like people are like, well, Citizen, like I don't know if I want Citizen, but I definitely don't want like Zangief Dream, Kasu Usagi, and like the people that are coming later. So I'm just gonna like go into that group, and my hope was that that would create like a weaker group. But I couldn't go second because Space was there, and I didn't want Space to pick me. He said he would have picked, if that was possible, he would have picked a Luane over that, like Pixie in that case probably, because the other Luanes would be it was Shio and Socky, right?
Yeah.
But that probably, like, Pixie probably would have been the one there in that slot. But still, I felt like I couldn't pick it because Space is the single person that beats me the hardest in the whole finals, like with everyone in the whole field. And so I felt like I couldn't go second because I didn't want to give Space like the opportunity to pick into me. So it kind of fucked my whole strat, and I was stuck with the the weird group in the end.
Yeah.
And I really wanted a Vasaraga. So I prepared for Vasaraga, and I think I'm very good against them. And I played Debagame and JF as well, and it went well against both of them. So I'm a little sad that I couldn't actually play against Vasaraga in a high stakes match, because I think the Siegfried Vasaraga matchup is pretty cool and very specific, because he's got so many like specific things he can do against Vasaraga. And I think it would have been fun to watch.
Yeah, it's fine that you like the way you picked was like you were hoping to fight Vasaraga, because I feel like a lot of the other people had like their plan was like the opposite. It's like, how can I avoid
my-
Vasaraga?
My other pick was the worst. My other pick was the worst because you know, like the other pick depends on the ranking, right?
Yep.
So, like if you didn't check, I was number 7 in the ranking. JF was number 8. Devagame was 9.
That's pretty fair.
So like I have to choose just before those two, right? Which actually I would have liked to be after them, right? So I could actually, choose either a number that is after them for the pool, or even like, if I do have like the option, I would have maybe like get like a very late one, right? The problem is that like last year, when we did the group selection, right, 2 pools filled super fast. Like super fast.
Yep.
And I was expecting the same to happen this time. So it's like if I take a pick that was like, like number 12 or something. I think number 12 was taken already when it was my turn. I don't remember exactly how it went. But like basically I had to go for like something not too late, because if I take something too late, I'm probably gonna be in an empty pool, or like in a pool with like one player, and then the Vasaraga would be just after me. So like likely either just after me or like before. And if they are before that, likely they are in the empty pool. One
Yeah,
empty
you were-
pool I have to go.
You were a bit unlucky there as well, I feel like, because I think JF took like a pretty early number, and Debagame picked like a pretty late, like I think he picked like 11 or some shit, or like 12. So that have definitely made it harder.
But yeah, like at least it worked out, because then the 2 pools kind of filled up very quickly. So I could choose like the one where like JF was not in, because he was like in pool. What was it like? Was it C? No, it was B, right? Yeah, it was B and A. So like I chose the A pool, which was sadly in the morning. But
Yep.
but yeah, like I think my like it's been twice now, and it worked on both times for me at least. Only thing that I didn't like is obviously like the rule where like you have to go for the extra match, then you fight the player that I really wanted to dodge, which was Vasaraga JF, right?
Yeah, we talked about it a lot during the weekend, but I think it's like such an odd thing. You make players like pick a group based on like what players they want to play, and then they're forced to fight a player from a different group afterwards if they get second, and it's like so arbitrary what player that is, right? Because it's like it's A with B and C with D, right? Instead of what I would prefer, like not saying that's like perfect, but what I prefer is like you just make a group out of all 4 players, or some other way that isn't so dependent. Like you shouldn't be like punished into like one matchup that is like the other group next to you just because it's like the numbers.
Well,
Yeah.
I
So
think the way the game is right now, it's very matchup heavy, matchup specific.
Yeah.
And like compared to, I talked to Tiger a bit, Tiger Pup from Strive, and was curious if Strive is in a similar spot, and they said like, not really. Like most people play characters that are pretty stable against most of the cast, and Grand Blue meta is in a spot right now where it's very RPSy, I think, where like the top tier beat each other quite hard, or a top tiers in a fighting game. I feel like it's quite extreme, and so yeah. So I feel like it's a little weird. It's a weird spot to be having to play against one specific person to qualify. But yeah.
It's also that like the top tiers right now, at least most of the strong characters, they are not exactly well-rounded. They are like doing their stuff very strongly. Like I think about like obviously like the zoners being strong, like Vasaraya being strong and stuff like that. Like I think like maybe like Beatrix is the most versatile of the strong characters, right? And
Yeah.
it creates like matchup where like if you do lose to those top tiers, right? And if your character at the same time struggles against the archetype, it's gonna be like such a hard matchup. And this is what happens, at least for me, like with Soris against Vasaraya. Like the character, like even before Vasaraya got buffed, right? It was already a hard matchup for Soris, and they buffed Vasaraga as a wall, right? Then like it became such a like very hard matchup to win. So I like as I said, my strategy was mostly to try dodging the Vasaraga and going into a pool that was mostly filled because Debagame was still gonna pick. So yeah, I didn't want obviously to get counted in a pool. So like I couldn't pick too late. As I said, I was expecting like those two pools to fill very quickly. And yeah, so yeah, not much of a choice. So yeah.
For me personally, I was hoping that the early that like because I knew that like since I picked last, I was just gonna hope that I would get like the first one instead of the last, but because I would rather like pick people that like prey on me than be forced into like a weird group where I 100% knew the last group to fill up was gonna be like with Kaso Sagi in it. Like I like 100% knew it. So like I knew if I was gonna go last, I would have to fight Kasusagi, and that matchup is so dog shit. And I don't have the experience, and he would have watched me, and I played him casuals, and he watched me. So like, I was like, I don't want to do that. So I was really happy that I got to go at least first and not last. And I did feel like my group was like not too bad either. Like I could have made it work, but can talk about that later. For Pixie, like, how did you feel about it? I mean, you didn't have much choice either, right? But like,
I was either going to pick before you or after you. So
Yeah.
my plan was not having a plan because I couldn't have a planner. I knew I was gonna pick either last or first, so it wouldn't make sense to counter pick or thinking about counter pick. The only
Yeah,
thing
you
I knew is I told Space, please don't pick me. And 5 seconds after he picked me.
Yeah. I remember him like he was like, I'm gonna go second. So we don't have to be in the same group.
It
So
was
I
a little
remember-
sad that 3 Europeans were in one group, just in terms of like me wanting to see, people play against, see how Europe does against other
Yeah,
players.
as a spectator over here, like
Yeah.
seeing Skill, Space, and Pixie in one group was not the most exciting thing ever.
Alright, last.
I was like, I came into the venue to start like watch Group A in the morning. I was like, oop, Space versus Pixie, Skill versus Pixie. And I was like, I can see this every fucking month. Like, pick something else.
Yeah, but I didn't want to sacrifice on
Yeah, like,
the
obviously,
pool B.
for you guys, it's way more important, like, obviously, to have the optimal group. But as a spectator, I'm like, yeah. Not the most.
I did talk to Space about it because like when I chose like I think it was right after Space. Yeah, it was right after Space. And like I was thinking about it and I was like, of course the optimal option I think is going into Group A because I felt like quite confident against everyone there. But there was 2 factors. It was like I don't want to play against EU people because that's just like boring. Also, if I lose, it's gonna suck so much, right? Because it's like if I only lose to EU people, then I don't get any cool matches, and I also like lost. So that sucks. But it was also like I didn't want to play at 9 a.m. Like 9 a.m. was so rough. So I was like, I'll just pick Pool C, and whoever goes in there, like sure, I'll just like beat whoever goes in there. Like I felt confident in that sense, but I just wanted to sleep more.
It's also like
The sleep more
important to
strategy.
be in good state when you play.
Yeah, my 2 first matches of the day, like at 9 a.m., the 2 matches were terrible. I played really bad on the 2 matches, and it makes sense since like I was awake at like 4 to 5 a.m. I think the day of the event. It's not exactly nice to be completely washed in the morning. Nice.
Yeah.
So tired.
That's why I picked Group B. I was like, I don't want to go too late because like sometimes there's at events where like you play like super late, and you just be like you're like sitting, waiting until you can play, and you're like just nervous for like half the day, and it gets like the stress. I feel like kind of like
Yeah, B
keep
is the
adding up.
best in terms of
Yeah.
the schedule. I think
why I
he's the best
picked
for sure.
I just knew I didn't want European people, and specifically Zangief, in my group.
it.
And, well, you know the result. Fuck it. Out of everyone in finals, I always play with Europeans and Zangief every time I go to Japan. So no one else knew my game style. Maybe Koji, because we played Koji at Evo Japan. But out of it, everyone else was almost clueless, I say, about my game style. Also Shio, but Shio is Shio. Will win.
I think we could probably go right into the group stage and talk a little bit about how the games went.
Yeah.
Somebody wants to go.
I'll start then. As I said, like first game was against Zangief Dream, which I was not able to play before, sadly. The day before the bracket, I asked them for games, but like there was like no setups available, and we waited, and then we had stuff to do and blah blah blah. It always happens like that. So I didn't have the time to actually see how they play, right? And I got very surprised by like how aggressive they were playing, like the CAG matchup, and they were like also using a lot of teleports as a cancel, right? Which I think is very good against Oris, but like I'm not used to those. Usually space does not the teleports cancel and shit, so I was a bit surprised. And also like as I said, like I played terrible in the first match on both days, and this one was not exception. So I got washed. Then like I played a lot better, I think, against both Pixie and Space. At some point, I think I robbed a game from Pixie that he should have won, but we take
All
those.
the games were robbed.
All of them?
Mm.
I see.
All of them. GG's.
GG's. But yeah, like in general, I think I played fine on the other games, like on the other non-first games I did on both days. But yeah, I could have if I played just a little bit better, or maybe if I played Zangief Dream like the day before, like I wanted, I think it would have been different. As I said, like it finished like as a tiebreaker between Zangief and me, and since they beat me, they won the tiebreaker. And yeah, like basically made me into the the moment where like you look at the pool B, you see that the character you don't want to face is possibly the one that is gonna qualify as second for the extra match, and then it happens, and then you're like, yeah, fuck my life. This year's rule kind of trolled me, I gotta say. But to be fair, in the pool, Space was already 2-1 and got out, so like it's not much better. Like he didn't have like even the extra match chance to come back. It was a bit sad because he did beat Zangief Dream. Like he did a insanely solid comeback. He was losing 2, I believe, and he 3-0'd Zangief with his Beatrix. So very solid.
Happened to him last year as well. It's really rough.
Yeah.
It's the second
Oh,
time.
was it a 2-1, 2-1, 2-1 again for Space?
It was a tie. It was a three-way tie. I don't remember it was a 1-2 or 2-1
Last
tie.
year was a 1-2
Oh yeah.
I see.
because he
Oh, it
lost
was
to he lost to, was it
Zippy, Zane,
Toro
and
and Zippy?
Space tied, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think
it's
like
really
okay,
rough.
yeah, this is a bit worse. I think in the 2-1, you know,
Yeah.
you are kind of like tied for first place, right? And then you're out. Instead of like the last year where like he went 1-2 then, and then that means like he lost the tiebreaker to be in loser side, right? So it's a bit like worse this year, I think. But again, I think the ruling is terrible in general because, as I said, like the top 2 should definitely be qualified, especially since we all know that like those tiebreaker are gonna happen, right? So when they happen, if you only qualify one person in a pool, because extra match stuff, right? You don't always win. Then it's gonna feel extra bad because you just lost to the people that you try to dodge when picking the groups, right? I was trying to dodge Vazaraga, and I tied for first place. I lose the tiebreaker. Into I play against the Vazaraga as my extra match, and I lose to the Vazaraga. That's like the feeling is not exactly good there.
No.
Yeah. So I really don't think I said it already. We discussed it, but like SAQ are meant to be before the events, and SAQ should add like 1% to the bracket, like from 15 to 16 or something. And if they really want to do those stuff they did, right, they could do it by like putting like 2 spots at the end or something that are like kind of shaky, which means like let's say in points, like you get like 14 qualified and the 2 last spots to make it to 16. We'll have to play against like maybe 2% from LCQ to be in that top 16. They could do something like that, and it would be like not a good feeling also for the 2 people, like the 15 to 16, but it's still better than the, like to make a skip. It's not skip neutral. It's skip group. Like LCQ is just a skip group. If you get it, you skip the group.
Yeah, it's an incredibly weird system why they allow the
It's so
people that's
bad.
supposed to kind of get in there as a last resort,
Yeah.
and their reward is actually a better spot of the people that made it in the first place by working hard for it.
Yeah. It's
pretty much.
it just doesn't make sense. Like
Yeah, I
LCQ
think
is too much value, and yeah, it just doesn't make sense.
I think it's like the way I felt a little bit like that last year, and this year was even more extreme. I think, and I can, like all of you other ones that qualified, can give your take on that. But I feel like it's a little disrespectful that you're traveling to all these places. I mean, for Inusagi's case, it wasn't like that. She just pulled up the E1 one, but like you're traveling to all these places and you're like gathering all these points, and then it feels like that effort is not what should I say?
Rewarded?
Like,
Real?
I mean, it's obviously rewarded. I mean, you qualify, but like the way the system works, like they're prioritizing hype over like the integrity of the tournament, because I think you can have different systems at tournaments. Some can be more like about fun, but I think at the end of the day, like the point of a tournament, especially for a world finals, is to find the best player. And you're just looking for like what's the most consistent way of running this tournament that, while not being too boring, you're not doing like first to tens with everyone, but for like 5 days. But like what's relatively high, but like also the most consistent way of finding the best player. And I think these group stages are obviously not the best way of finding the best player. Having the LCQ after is ridiculous. Having losers, having a losers side at all in top 8 is ridiculous. Like why do you go to losers if you win the LCQ? You haven't even lost. And then also even if you went through groups as well, like why are you on loser side in a top 8? Like after a group phase, it's completely stupid. Are you telling me we don't have enough time to run all winners top 8 at the World Tour Finals? Like it's completely ridiculous. So yeah, and then of course with group stages in general, I think it's like inherently anti-fighting games to go 2-1 and not qualify, like and be out. Like the whole point of fighting games is like they're a little inconsistent. You have the loser side for a reason, and so space like just being out on 2-1, I think sucks ass.
Yep.
I think scores mattering so much sucks ass. Like if space goes 3-1 against, I don't know exactly about the score, but like what
Yeah,
would have
if
happened
he gets one more game, yeah. If Zangief Dream
Yeah.
will lose one more game, is in loser side. I'm in winner side top 5 of the
Yeah,
final.
exactly.
That's
Like
crazy.
I don't think that should matter. I think it should be head to head first, and that would have hurt me in my run. In that situation, I think if head to head is first, Chio gets through. I'm not sure, but either way, the point is, I think head to head should go before points, in a group phase because it's about beating the other player. And there are different ways of approaching fighting games. Some people gather data first. Like there are people who often lose game one, right? And they're really consistent players, and it's just they lose game one, they gather the data, they adapt. And that should be a viable way of playing. At the finals, you're punished by not being someone who aggressively asks the questions. You know, like I think characters that are hard to deal with are better in that environment than reactive characters because it's more likely that you get sweeps, like 3-0 sweeps, you know. And I don't like it. I don't like that. I think it should be head-to-head first. But yeah, so overall, my hope for the next finals would be that they just kind of make it a bit more traditional. You know, just have an LCQ. LCQ is fine. I like LCQs, but have the top 8 BL winner side, have the LCQ be before groups, and just give them a group, give them a group slot in there. So.
I think they're gonna have to do something else anyway, considering there's gonna be 24 players. Unless they decide to just do like a million like groups with like 4 people, but I think that would be insane.
Yeah, bigger groups would be nice, I think.
I think we're gonna see what happens with that one, but you know, that's on them to figure out how to do it. They have the money. We don't, so that goes. Yeah, the event. But yeah, with Sagames doing their own thing, very good question if they're just gonna like try to do the same thing that was done in the Aqua Tour, or if they're gonna do something else. But I'm assuming it's probably gonna. They always, I feel like even if it's the same company doing it, they always want to do something at least a little bit different. So we're probably gonna see something different. But yeah, can talk a little bit about my games, right, in Group B. My Chimeras, like the first set I had to play was with Chimera, and there were some close calls. I think the first game I could have taken, but I couldn't clutch it out. And then he won the second game, and then I clutched up on the third game, and it was like at that point it was like 1-2. And then he like closed it out. I just like ran out of, like just didn't play well enough. Just like I kind of like approached the matchup wrong. I like just playing him wrong because I didn't expect him to go for certain things, and then I just made a couple mistakes.
How much had you played against Ilsa before that?
We've only played like with Light a bunch, but that is not like a. Ilsa isn't a character where it's like, oh, you go in and it's like, oh, you get like matchup checked or some shit. Like there's some things she does, but like none of them like really mattered in the grand scheme of things. It's like I got like 6-6 by him. Right, that's how I lost, not because he hit me with some like trickery. Like the only like it's a specific thing that there was like he did like the 2 to you into I think it's like 2 and 4. It's like the ultimate wrecker.
Oh, the chip damage.
So
you got chip damage.
Yeah, so it holds you in place. Like you have to like be seated on the first set, I think, something like that. But I, never seen that before. I wasn't ready, and there's just a lot of chip damage. But that's not what made me lose the game, right? It's like he just 6-6'd well, and I didn't expect him to, because like he's really not a big of a 6-6'er. He really likes to take his time. With Ilsa too, like when I played him with Karlina, he barely 6-6'd. He was like taking his time. Like we played casuals and I played Karlina, and like that was like super slow. But like he knew that like fighting the Wayne, he has to like challenge a lot, otherwise get away with like summoning. And he did, and I wasn't ready for it. And if you're not ready for it, you're just gonna get caught, and that happens. And Ilsa, I mean, she hits you like. I mean, everybody hits you 3 times and you're dead, but like she hits you like. Doesn't matter where she hits you, she just does a lot of damage. Right, so it's like keep him early in the round. Hits a 60 Farlight somewhere, and it's like okay, 2 more hits. The Zane set, unironically, even though it was like a 3-0, felt like a lot closer. Like a lot, it's like a lot of like, oh, it's like super close, but then he takes the round, close, but then he takes the game, stuff. And I played 2 careless in that matchup. It's like, I don't know, you get like, sometimes you forget how much fucking damage Grimly does if you're like not careful. And you can't be so careless. But it's like sometimes, especially like if you play a character like the Wayne, you feel like you've got like armor and everything. But it's like you're fighting Grimnir, bro. He's gonna go over everything and then he's gonna hit you and you lose 80%. It's like it doesn't matter like what character you are sometimes. It doesn't matter if I have rockets on. It's gonna go over, and if you're not gonna block that shit or like duck it or whatever, if you're not careful, you're just dying. And I wasn't careful enough. Yeah, was Jeff? It ended up being like game 5 pretty close, unironically. I did go down 0-2 at first, so that was scary, but I won 2 straight. There was some. I feel like I played that well, but yeah, I tried to change my mindset as I was playing it this set, which I feel like helped. Oh, by the way, can we talk about the fucking? Well, like the rule set had it so that like you were forced to play on random select,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you could tell that like every single player was like people were like going back to character select screen just in hopes that the random select stage they get wasn't the one that they had before. Like if they didn't like it, I would just go back to characters. And it was like super obvious if you were
The
doing it.
Gamera incident.
It's like, you should
Where he
just keep
tried to
doing it.
switch stage like 3 times, but they kept pressing auto and they kept going on the red stage. And I think they went to like random at the final and they put him on a
Yeah.
different red stage he didn't want to go to.
I mean, to be fair, how often do you like? I didn't like. How often do you like go to random stage when you play the game? It's like I didn't. Half the time, I didn't even know that was an option. Yeah, exactly.
When I got on the stage, I was like, "Where's the random icon?" I didn't even know you had to press like a button.
I thought the auto thing. Was I'd be
Yeah.
real.
It was really weird because it was always on random, but during the extra stage, they like all of the matches were on the same stage. Were on the vein stage, the one with all the like
Oh yeah,
kid
the faint
dragon
level.
knights
Yeah.
in the
Rigged.
background. It was rigged. No, it was not rigged.
I mean, it's like every single person. Like, it doesn't matter if they're from Japan or NA and stuff. Everybody's like, "Why can't we just play on Coliseum?" Like you saw like afterwards on Twitter too, like Koji and Gamera and stuff. Just like it's so weird. Like this is like tournament standard. Everybody's like cool with it, and I get that want to like show off their shit. But people aren't used to like a lot of the stages, and you were seeing it too in tournament. Like people were like dropping like in the group stage, people were like dropping combos, not knowing that the fucking what the wall is.
Yeah, where's the wall? I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, in casuals this was happening a lot because when we heard about it, we all started playing on random as well, and it's
Yeah.
like people like not doing their best combos because they're unsure where the wall is, and again, it's like as Socky said, like they want to show off the nice graphics of the nice stages and stuff. I get that, but don't you want to show the best possible highest level of play at the finals as well? So it's a little weird. It was
I
definitely
mean,
weird.
maybe we should just start playing random stage and like get used to all the stages. On the scene. I mean,
Yeah, but like every tournament is going to be Coliseum, and then for the finals, you got to like hop on random.
Yeah, but
Different
yeah.
training montage.
It's just like it feels also like I don't know, more consistent, more less laggy in some scenarios. Like in tournaments, it's not
Yeah.
always like the best setups. So
Yeah.
I try to limit the lag on stuff by playing on Coliseum. But yeah.
Yeah, and
I
if
don't
you
know.
play online on ranked on PC as well, some people just can't run the game that well, right? So
Yeah.
they play on Coliseum there for that reason.
Yeah.
What else was there on Saturday?
Now, how did
I
Well,
can give. Sorry.
I just gonna like go over the last 2 groups, right? Like Group C.
Oh, yeah.
How'd your games go, Musagi?
Oh, yeah, I was in Group C. It
Yep.
was funny. Yeah, it was like against Monarch. I lost game 1 because I teched. I teched the first round trying to BC because I didn't want to block Metera. And then I got shimmied and died, and I was like, "Oh, that's so fucking stupid! I shouldn't do that." And then game 2, like round 2, I teched again in the same spot, and I died again. And I was like, "Yeah, that's pretty stupid. I shouldn't do that." And then I managed to not tech until game 5, I think. But like,
Impressive.
I was up 2-1. Then I went 2-2, and I kind of just like realized that if I blocked a spaced Metera pressure, I didn't have any answers. Like I don't know it because I haven't lapped it at all. So I just realized, oh, I can't lose neutral. so I'm just going to do shit, and it worked. Like, I think throughout the whole weekend, every time I did medium lariat with Grimnir, it always got spot dodged, and I always got like full punish. Like, it's a mind virus that makes everyone spot dodge the medium lariat. It's insane. So that got me a win, which was nice. Then the Bagame, I didn't have any plans against Basuraga. So I just like tried to throw him a whole bunch. I was expecting not to get like 2L eventually, but it was always Fuzzy Mash 2L, which makes sense when it's Basaraga, so it's okay. I was very lucky that he didn't go for any light command grabs. He always went for the EX command grabs, and I still have some years ahead of me. So
Yeah, I
was
forgot if it
easy
was.
to
I think it was your set. Like you jumped a lot of the command grabs.
Yeah, I think I didn't get hit by any, which was nice. I got hit like an anti-air medium command grab, which fairs. But I reacted well to a lot of it. I also got I think it was like 3 or 4 punishes on the light follow-up on Whiff, which was nice. And just did Grimnir things. I'm very happy that all of the sets I won ended with Grimnir 6XM. For some reason it just works, but I mean that's the character.
It's
And
pretty
then,
fast. It's a pretty fast one.
Yeah, it's like
22
5
frames.
frames. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
And then I got smoked by Goji. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, that's a goat. I mean, that's Black Panther. I had no chance. Like, I was expecting Beatrix because I played against this Beatrix on free plays, and it was like a slight advantage to me. But then, like, had no real game plan against Belial, and then I got DP'd, and I was like, oh, this can't be happening. I can't be getting DP'd. And then I got DP'd again, and I was like, yeah, it's over. And it was over. So that's good. But then, I was happy getting second. The day before, Fidi showed me that they had like these polls on the Grand Blue Twitter, and the Grand Blue Esports Twitter. Like, oh, who do you think is gonna make it out of Pool C?
Oh yeah.
And people voted me dead fucking last. It was like 7% votes for me getting out of Pools the first spot, and I was so mad. So I just stayed up the whole night thinking like, oh, that's bullshit. So I was really motivated to play that Pools because I was so mad.
Thank you, people on
But-
Twitter. You
Yeah,
motivated
thank you.
Usagi into winning.
Thank you for thinking I suck. Maybe I suck. But that was fun, yeah. All of the matches were a lot of fun. I was very happy to be able to play Monarch and Koji and Devagame. They were all like super strong players who I wouldn't get the chance to play normally. So I was happy with any outcome, and I just got lucky. So that was good.
I think the Group C was definitely one of the fan favorites. Seems like a lot of people enjoyed it. A lot of heavy hitters too. I said it before the weekend. I felt like, maybe I'm wrong, but I felt pretty confident that Monarch, unless he gets super unlucky with his group, is gonna make it out. Because he's I feel like he's really, really consistent and good, but can't get past you. So
yeah,
got unlucky.
I think my Grimnir is also very funky. So Monarch was ready for a lot of Grimnir things, but a lot of the Grimnir things that I do, I think every person I played during the whole week was so surprised whenever they saw the jumping to 1-4-U. And it's such a good move, but everyone was they were seeing it for the first
the
time.
ultimate ball.
Yeah, the ultimate ball in the air. It just makes everything whiff and
not even just 2-1-4-U, right? Like, I mean, I said this as well, but there's something Zane never does, and I think it's one of the reasons why he thinks. I mean, Zane thinks the secret matchup's unwinnable. This is a quote for Grimnir, and I think one of the things you do super well, it's which is kind of broken, is when there's a seal out, you do jump 2-1-4 and then still have the air option with the seal, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's very, very powerful against characters who poke. Characters who want to poke, you just go over everything. It's like
you can hang time
air
too.
dash, right? Like the V skill air dash. Remember that? SF5.
Yeah, the hang time gives you like it gives you like time to react, but also to like it makes if you air that scene immediately, then you probably get poked out. But then
Yeah,
since
yeah.
you can react to what's happening, you can say, "Oh, they're just pressing a button, and I'll go in slightly late and get a punish." Like,
Yeah.
I think that's very good. I think Grimir has limitless potential. Like if people keep playing the guy, I think he's still like arguable top one. If people will keep playing him, then he's still busted. Just do shit on the screen.
You heard it here first.
By the
Grimir
way,
top one.
I have to go very soon.
Yeah, so we
Okay.
should probably go to your extra stage match for anything else.
Probably not a bad
Oh
idea.
yeah.
And maybe LCQ
yeah,
as
and the
well.
LCQ, yeah, sure.
I think the LCQ, yeah, let's just talk about your thing, I guess. Like,
So the extra match against JF, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean the match. I didn't play well. Again, it was the morning match, and I think I played bad in the morning matches. For some reason, my reaction was like super slow on the match, and like I couldn't like react to the command grabs in general, which I do against Vaseraga. I also did, by the way, like that same day when I played 2 times against Debagame in the LCQ, right? And I 3-0'd Debagame twice and reacted to everything. But against JF, morning match with 4 a.m. wake up, I couldn't react to anything. And I also like the first game I dropped. I pressed the only cooldown that was off, and I couldn't kill because of it. It was the kill touch, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, lost
It
the
was
set like 3-2. So
yeah.
it was
There
painful.
was some, especially on that day, there were like a lot of very unfortunate matches. I mean, it was like you with JF, but also especially just remind me of the skill space versus Gurnett set, because like in LCQ, it was also like dropping everything and stuff. That's definitely I don't know what it
Yeah.
was. I mean, for you, like being super early, it's just that sucks every time. The time to warm up and everything.
Matches that are early, like I don't know, like I do play badass. I don't know why. Usually I'm fine on the mornings, but like it's probably because of the jet lag and stuff. Like because I wake up so early, like at like 4 a.m., 5 a.m., and then we only play one first game at like 9 a.m. It feels weird to play. Like I felt like that was like super slow, like reacting and shit was weird. And as I said, like it was unfortunate because I think if I would have played like as I play usually against Vas, which I think I do play fine against Vasera in general, I think I would have won against JF. I shimmied 20,000 times. He kept taking. So I was like, yeah, I get so much damage for free, and I still couldn't like win, on that set, which was a bit sad. But yeah, at least I played better on the SAQ, even though I lost I think the 7th. But my matches in general, I think I played well. I got a bit surprised by Gwyneth with the Belial pick. I was more expecting the Gran. But yeah, like the other matches, like in general, I think I played fine. I lost in the loser side to the Buchinoki Soris in mirror match, but like I'm really bad since I'm the only one that plays Soris like high level, at least like high enough level in Europe. So like my experience of the matchup is very shaky to say the least, and I kind of like autopilot when like usually you are like you have like a clear take your turn situation with like 2M quarterback heavy and you want to stay plus, right? It just doesn't work in mirror match just because the 5U is too dangerous. So I knew it, but I don't have the muscle memory to avoid doing it. And yeah, like the option that I should have taken there was like some 5Ks, like stand light. I mean,
Yeah.
it was like there were like a couple options, to be honest. That was good. Even like just doing 2M with no cancel was also fine. But I didn't do them. I just like autopiloted what I usually do in other characters. And both stories on Vayne, they punish you hard for going for that. and yeah, I just kind of autopiloted. But in general, I was not too upset about at least my run on in the RCQ. I think I played well. I had a super hard bracket because it was the Catalanian player with what was the name again?
Framework.
Framework. Yeah, Framework. I had like Debagame, Gwenitz, and then Debagame again. And I think I forget someone. I'm pretty sure I forget someone, but I don't think I knew the nickname of the person who was playing. Was it the first match? I think it was the first match. But yeah, like the bracket was pretty hard.
Didn't you play one of the Americans?
The Americans? I don't think so. I don't remember. I don't remember actually. But like, I was a bit upset because if I win against Gwyneth and the set was super close, I would have went to the EU Bros bracket because I had you, Socky, after, and then after you, I had Pixie.
No, it would have been Pixie first.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Shield,
I was then one
I
of
played
you
Gwenitz.
guys.
Would have been Pixie, and then it would have been me. Which, like, you would have been like, oh, you the way, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Lost.
Yeah. I kind of reminds me of the message I received prior my group stage, right? Svampen sent me a message. He said like, "Good luck in Parade Lust plus Don't Give Dream."
Yeah.
It was funny, but yeah, at least I think I played well. I like on that LCQ, right? I think I played well. Just obviously the Soris matchup being not mastered at all. But apart from that, like even my match against Gwenitz was pretty well by both sides. I think he's really good, by the way. I think Gwenitz is really strong.
Yeah, he's crazy.
He's really good, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, but at least I get my revenge against Vaseraga a bit. And I threw twice the Bagami. Reacted to everything this time instead of like getting hit by everything.
Good job.
On the stage, but yeah.
Is there anything else that you wanted to add about, like, I don't know, top 8 or flying back or 18 out in Korea or whatever?
I think the only thing I want to add is like I was glad to have like some time afterward to get those 2 more days, like to actually visit with the European crew. Was nice.
Yeah, I pulled up the ice cream.
And ice cream. And ice cream. Yeah, no, that was really nice, and I enjoyed a lot, like in Korea in general, and I got to meet some Soul Calibur gamers there too. Like we played some Calibur actually, on the last day, and it was very fun. It's been a while that I haven't played the game, but it was funny. And yeah, like I enjoyed the trip in general. Like even though I would have liked to perform better. And maybe get a bit more lucky also on those bracket rules. Kind of trolled me a bit. Apart from that, like I really enjoyed the event in general and like the food there, as you are showing.
The cheese chicken.
Well, that shit was so good.
Yeah, it was really good. I enjoyed a lot, like the time there. And I hope if they finally announce the next events and shit where we can actually qualify. Maybe I can qualify for like Japan next, since in Japan for the next finals. So it would be nice if other like EU crew also qualify. We can do the same. The small road trip afterward or some shit.
I will not qualify, but I'll be there no matter what.
Let's go.
You won't have your free meal ticket? No way! Not again!
I'll try to get the free meal tickets, but I'll be there no matter what.
I even feed Socky. Was it you? Yeah, it was you that I gave my ticket to, right? I remember.
Socky will take all food.
I don't think this happens. I don't think this happens.
I think I gave you one, no?
I'm
almost sure I gave you one meal ticket.
I've paid for all my meals.
You could have given it to MFH. He's like starving out there. And, give it to the rich get richer.
Has a job. He has money.
I have a job. I do not deserve meal tickets.
I think if we're like,
Don't know. Is
if we're qualifying.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's like when I want to say, like, if we're qualifying for Japan, definitely thinking about doing it again, staying longer. So it was definitely a good time. Especially like if when you're like trying to win events and shit, like it's being at events. I mean, it's fun and you hang out with people. It was also stressful before, and if you don't have the time after, it's so hard to like find the time to relax and be yourself. So taking those extra days definitely helped.
Yeah.
Just
M-
we
Made
went on.
the trip more
Well,
like worthier than like
yeah, for
just
sure.
doing the event for sure.
Like we went on the Seoul Tower and everything, so I like went getting some food and shit. So yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, as I said, like I'm gonna go and let you like go for like the group D with Citizen, it was
Oh, are we even done? Yeah, we're done group
Shio,
D.
etc. Yeah, so I will let you do that, and again, thank you for having me for the podcast.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
And,
Appreciate it.
yeah, and see you in the next finals in Japan.
Be on Brussels Challenge.
Yeah, for that top 24. I don't know which rules they are gonna come up with. Like that's gonna be even worse than this year.
Gonna be outside this time.
We're doing like Champions League group league stage or something.
Only top 1 qualifies. Top 2, like you can I don't know. You become staff and you prepare stuff for them or some shit.
You get deployed.
You get to give a
Yeah,
massage to the person who came first.
It seems like a good idea, I think. But yeah, okay, I'll go for now. So yeah, thank you again for
Bye
having
bye.
me. See you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
See you.
Anyway, yeah, quickly before Group D, I just wanted to ask MFH how he felt about the audience experience of watching the groups.
Audience experience. It was there. Like the crowd, like there wasn't that much of a crowd. The I came in there at like 9 a.m. before the group starts, and there was just like 3 people sitting in the audience. So I just picked a nice chair and just kind of sat and watched the group. What I did during the day was watch the group, and then there was always like a bit of downtime, and I just went to the free play area, and there was like 16 Japanese players and Korean players always to be found like playing games. So I just played like casuals with people. Then the next group starts, I watch that, and I just repeat that for the rest of the day, basically. So it was kind of like it was a really good experience because I got to play good games and then play really good people in between that as well. So it was just like it was all filled with good stuff, basically. But like generally, it wasn't a very full like room or anything. It wasn't busy. So you
Yeah.
just kind of go about, do what you want. There was always free setups. There was always free chairs. It was very chill, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, I did think that like the seating in terms of like the improvement from last year was definitely that there was like it was a lot easier to find seats. They didn't have like a VIP area at the like on the last day closing everything off, or like they didn't like get mad at you if you start like standing around and shit. So that was like it was like a lot more open, and I thought that was a lot nicer. But it was
So
definitely
unreasonably
like
mad about the VIP area last year.
it was so bad. So that was nicer, but like as MFH said, there were also just like less going on, right? Especially like the early days.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think like Friday was kind of like optimal if you wanted to actually like grind with like grab matches with like other players, because like the Japanese players, I like never saw them in the audience. They were at the setups the whole fucking day. They were just practicing, and you could because there was constantly good players around, and they could play with each other. You play with other people, and if you wanted, you could watch some matches. It was just kind of like the perfect environment to practice.
And that's how MFH became a top player.
Yeah,
He
it's
logged in, he grinded so hard, and now he's gonna win like Paris Lost next week.
To be fair, that was like I'll talk about it now. But like it was, I think the event was also just a really good place for someone like me to just kind of see how good people around the world actually are. Because I obviously played like LCQ, I did a lot of like casual with people, and like if you only play like ranked here and like European events, you just know the European players, but like you don't really know how good people on the other continents actually are. So I think it was really good to just kind of get that vision of how good everyone across the world is. It's really interesting as well.
So what was the impression you got?
I think I did better than I thought I would do. Like I don't hold myself like in incredibly high regard skill wise, but then like going even to winning against most of the Japanese players I played against was like it felt good. my ego inflated a bit, but then it's like it's also just interesting to see like the fact that like they also play very different. I think like there's clearly people. The Japanese meta feels a bit different. The Korean players like also play a bit different than Japanese players, and it's like it's all very interesting. And I think it gave me like it put in my head. It's now a lot clearer to see how I have to play. Really, yeah, that's it.
They're built different.
I'm built different. Why, Pixie? Explain.
No, the Chinese and Japanese and Korean, Asian players in general are different. I don't know how to explain it.
For me, like what I noticed was like they are like the opposite of like the ranked creatures you find here. In your
Oh
game.
yeah, for sure. That's for sure. But
They're like the exact opposite, but like I also feel that gave me a lot of space against them, where like I feel like they respected me a lot, which gives me a lot more opportunity to like see how far I can take risk and like how far they would accept it. And for some players, that was quite a lot. For other players, it was not a lot. Because like I played against what was it? Framework Korean Catalina. I played at MTOC Japanese Beatrix, this Angel Japanese or Malaysian who lives in Japan. Narmaya player Jing, and like they all gave me like a lot of space. And so I thought like, oh, this seems to be kind of like the Japanese way of playing generally. And then I played against RQ and LCQ, and he did not. So like, I think my preparation actually kind of like messed me up for LCQ.
I do
Just
have to
like,
say,
hmm?
go ahead. Actually, go ahead.
Yeah, because like RQ, I did something to him, and like after I did one like wake up grab, he immediately just started mashing, and I was like, oh, this man just immediately takes action.
Yeah, I do feel like it's kind of interesting to see because I feel like the players that tend to do better in Japan or like in Asia in general, and that set themselves up a little bit from the average gamer there, tends to play a bit of a different game style. At least I feel. I mean, obviously there's like some that win and play that like slow game style like Gamera, but then you look at like Zangief Dream or like you mentioned RQ, and I feel like they don't play that. They play a lot of like confrontational, aggressive, not giving you time to breathe and stuff. And these are the people that usually like end up like winning events, and I think it's interesting to see
Yeah,
that.
I think you have a little bit of like player style RPS going on, which is like another layer to complete normal matchup stuff. But I think like some players like over the whole world, like everyone has it where you do better against some players than other just based on play style. And I think that's definitely a factor as well. But yeah, that was like my kind of experience in the first day. We can move to Group B if you want.
Yeah, if nobody else has something to say about it, we can ask Freddy how his matches went on the first day.
Yeah, I mean, I would say for the most part, I was reasonably fine with my group. I was curious about playing Shio because I knew that the issues that I have with Luane as a character probably don't come up there because of the way he plays. And by issues, I don't even mean like win rate or anything like that, but just even having fun. Like I don't like playing against the character, but she doesn't play in that way where it's as much of an issue. Yeah, so I didn't mind having Shio in my group, despite being the win or whatever. I knew Kazusagi would wash me just because of lack of matchup experience for the most part. I didn't really. I played a BB a bunch, played like 3 sets, which helped a bit. But the thing with playing on this kind of level, you need a lot of experience. You can't just really wing it. And so him washing me wasn't unexpected. I know what happened in the situations. I know why I played the way I did, but I was lacking experience to make the plays work that I wanted to make. So, for example, just this is one example. I could literally make like 5 or 6 or 7 examples like this now, but I'm just gonna stick to one, which is in situations where you read correctly. Sorry. So you read correctly that he cancels your spot dodge. Okay, so like it's kind of spaced. He goes like, let's say he goes like 2, and you read correctly that he goes to spot dodge. So you run forward. You don't expect the whip. You run forward, and you see that the spot dodge happened, and you're like, okay, how am I going to take my turn here? Against Vivi almost always backdashes in those spots. And then it becomes, after the backdash, it becomes like a mind game of like, am I going to whiff far heavy? If he presses far light and I press far heavy, I'm going to counter hit him, but the far heavy whiffs. Or if I think he's not going to press right away, I can go in and 6-6-0 and now I'm in, right? So that's the mind game there. He doesn't backdash. He actually just presses far light right away. And the thing is, the far light is quite, like at that point, you're quite far, like the spacing that I'm, where these situations happen, is quite far away. And it doesn't feel like far AV makes sense there. Because you're so far away, but that is actually what you have to do. And so like I played casuals with him on the same day after day 1, the group stage where he beat me 3-0. And it was a very dominant 3-0. I played casuals against him in Korea at the locals that they had, which was cool. We could talk about that a bit maybe as well.
Yeah.
But and I figured some stuff out. Like the first like 5 matches we played at those locals went exactly like the group stage matches, and then I was like, oh wait, I can press far heavy there. I can do this there. Oh, I can do 2-1 for you in this spacing, And he plays differently than Vivi, so the way I use the tools also had to be a bit different. For example, Vivi never cancels to GG, or very rarely. And I knew that. I knew going into the match that Kazusagi likes doing that. But and also like that he likes UDPing more, but I didn't expect him to. Honestly, I'm gonna say it. He defends like a rank player. Kazusagi defends like a rank player. I literally held him to a higher standard when I played against him. I was like, he's not gonna UDP twice in a row, like during group stages. He did it. And it's funny. His defense is generally, and maybe I shouldn't say this here, but I talked to Koji after, and Koji agrees. Like his defense is his biggest weakness by far, and I agree with that too. So after we played a few matches at the locals, it started going fine. Like, I mean, he was still winning, but it was like 70-30 or something. Like 70%, 30% or something. Like it was like we had real matches suddenly, just with like some few adjustments. And it's a little sad because obviously when you go to the other side of the world, and then you're suddenly in that position where you have to play someone for the first time who's way better on the character than anyone you've ever played. It's a little sad, But
We should do the footage.
I mean, I'm also looking at the stream right now. But yeah, the way I was trying to play is I was trying to gain meter. And then, like once I have 50%, you have better options, like the 2-1 for you. Like there, okay. I knew he likes doing whip to push you in. And see, like the instant throw there as well. Like go back. But look how early that was. That was the Dudeakoff throw. That's the one you do, where you do like throw frame 1 on wake up.
Yeah, we were saying on the stream.
No, you gotta go back. Like the first time I get in, right? Like I get the 6XL far light. Yeah, it's way, it's like 15 seconds back.
What? Like where?
After I hit him. Yeah. So.
After this, yep.
Oh, sorry.
Yep, that was.
Yeah, here. Look how early he texts. That's so early. And like honestly, the best players don't do that, especially not in those situations. Because if I stop, I don't even have to shimmy. If I just stop, he whiffs the throw.
Yeah.
And I do think that's like that kind of stuff is exploitable, but you really don't expect that from someone on that level. You know.
I guess he is like
Just called it
one
the
of the
Dudeakoff
players that
throw, then it's
plays.
like, nah.
Well, I mean, I don't
Bullshit.
think it's good. You know,
He
I
plays ranked
criticized.
so much. He plays ranked so much, like it could have been
Yeah.
like it could have been a thing.
Yeah. And I mean, there's a lot of like small things I do wrong here as well. You know, like I'm not saying I should have won or anything. I'm just saying like there's definitely you know, once you're like more what do you call it, like more comfortable, you can play a lot better. So. But yeah,
It was a 0 set before this as well.
yeah. I don't really want to talk about that. So. I didn't play
Dude,
well.
we will not
What I
talk
will
about
say,
that.
what I will say, someone on Promenade was like, people on Promenade were like, "Oh, this is like the worst set I've ever seen," and I agree, it was the worst set I've ever seen. Don't believe the toxic positivity people
No, that
who are
was
like,
like,
"No,
that was later.
you don't get what's going on. It's actually really
Toxic
no,
positivity
no. This
people,
is like,
real.
oh, that was so bad by me as well."
I gotta not show this. It's just gonna like do a fucking set review now.
No. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, in the end, like I was. For the most part, I went into the finals with pretty low prep. I mean, I had see like there as well. Like I started doing the far heavy from further out, but like 2-H doesn't work. You have to do 2-M, and it's stuff like that that a player obviously at the level of the finals should know about a matchup. But you know, it's just you know, that's Grand Blue.
That's Grand Blue. Anyway,
That's
there was
Grand
the,
Blue.
there was the good
Everyone
set where
sucks.
I love Grand Blue.
there was a set where we thought we were playing for Pride.
Yeah.
Guess
Oh
Yes,
god, that's so bad. Yeah, but yeah, so I mean, so not to OS, but like I do think it matters if I'm gonna go with the narrative. Like the reason I'm not bothered really about losing.
Do not point the papers that he's bothered.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not bothered. Please stop saying people. My haters are saying I'm bothered. I am unbothered. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't really playing the game after Evo. I didn't play it for 4 months. I played Outplayed without, like I entered Outplayed without playing beforehand, and so when I qualified, when it was like clear that I qualified, I played again for like 4 to 6 weeks. But the level of preparation I did is not something I'm really proud of. I wanted to do more as well, but I just couldn't motivate myself to do it. That was a good, cool combo though. That one is pretty hard actually.
Bro, when you went for that route, like I was sitting next to Space. Bro, what the fuck? Just keep it simple.
No, I was hitting that route all day, all week.
Yeah, I know.
Like, so that's why I went for it. But yeah,
It
you
might
have
be
to
him.
do a lot of like, you have to block button delay 2 things there for that to link. So that's why. But yeah. So in the end, like, with the match against Usagi as well, an extra stage, like, I'm not too upset about my performance in both the first and second year. I think I could have done better. And here, maybe I could have done better, but I don't really feel entitled to say like, you know, oh, should have won this or won that because I didn't really put in the work. So yeah, block button delay is sick, dude. That's one of the coolest things about this game.
Sorry.
It's so good. It's so good. It's so satisfying to use.
I used to do it a lot on like a lot of some has neat ones.
Yeah.
Also, I do have to say, like, I loved after your set with Shio, you walked off stage thinking like you just played a set for fun, and we were like,
Yeah.
you're second, and you're like, no
He-
way, you just didn't believe us.
I mean, you can see when I win this that I didn't know that I'm out,
Yeah.
or that there's even a chance that I'm out. I thought I was 100% out at this point, and so I played very. You can see I delay a lot here in these like pressure sequences as well. I'm playing very loose, in a good way. Like I'm not scared. I'm not worried about like walking into a button and losing momentum. I'm just like looking at how he's playing and trying to dissect that. And I think that's why I did so well. And it's also why I think I also think this is why I tend to overperform a bit against the best players I found. Like Koji as well. I think Koji is a player who's obviously significantly better than me. But when I play casuals against him, it's fairly close because the way he defends makes so much sense. Like his timings are all so tuned to risk reward. But if you're willing to, you know, delay those timings and go for big hits, it's it's pretty chill. Yeah. So there, I don't know. Like, I remember this. Like, I felt zero pressure here. It was like 30 seconds on the clock. He's got a huge life lead. I'm cool. Like, I'm not stressed at all.
Yeah, it's
Because I
insane, bro.
know
He has so much health.
You can just do
yeah,
it
but
forever.
I just know that, well, I thought it doesn't matter. I thought it doesn't matter what happens here, so I just wanted to play well.
This is how I feel when I fight
Yeah.
Fitty, bro. He just be washing me, bro. No, Dudeakoff.
Fine.
But yeah, I mean, it was. It's so funny.
Yeah.
So here off screen, Pixie and Space tried telling me that I'm in. Like Pixie was like, "I think you're in, bro. I think you're in. I think you're in." Space,
We
like,
were all
yeah,
standing
yeah,
at the
yeah.
bottom of the stage here. Yeah. Yeah.
No
like,
way.
yeah.
I tell them no. I literally keep telling them like no. Like what the fuck are you talking about? Like I wasn't even entertaining the idea. I was like I don't believe you.
He's
I don't believe
arguing
you.
on stage.
Bro did not believe us.
It was so funny. It was so.
Yeah, I did not believe it. I was like, I'm not even gonna pretend anything good happens until it's confirmed.
Nothing ever happens.
No, like,
Yeah, nothing ever
what
happens.
the fuck is this dude on about as he walks off?
Yeah. What are they? Well, but yeah, in the end, made it in, which I think is kind of bullshit. But I'll take it.
Or you got a sick one
Oh,
too.
fun fact, like, we haven't gotten paid out yet, but apparently both Skill and me, even though we lost extra stage, are getting top 8 money, which is very funny.
Yeah.
Because they just kind of copy pasted the rules from last year, and it's like, like second in group gets this amount of money, and so they, even though we didn't make top 8, we're getting like top 8 money. Supposedly, that's what they told us. Yeah, I believe it when I see it, but it's pretty funny. Yeah, as for the extra stage match, I thought it was pretty cool. Like narratively, it's obviously cool that I'm playing with Sagi, given our history, from base game and stuff. The way I played wasn't great. I mean, so in casuals, usually go pretty even. I do think you're better than me. I know. I have to say this.
Yeah, well,
or
we
you should have
we always do the same dance, so it's okay.
Yeah.
You're so good. I'm so good. Yeah, we're both too humble to.
Yeah. No,
say the
she'll get upset if I don't say this. So like, yeah, she's obviously better than me.
No, that's not the case. Please do not believe that.
But like both the casuals we did online and the casuals we did in the venue were like exactly even. I think it was like 20-20 and then 9-9 offline or something. So I'm a little sad it ended up as a 3-0. Not even about winning and losing, just like, oh, there, by the way, I tried to meet you and I messed up the timing. Just know I knew you would mash again.
Yeah, I knew you would mess it up. It's okay.
Yeah. But yeah, overall, yeah, I would have liked a closer set, even if I lost in the end, but it is what it is. I mean, the matches themselves, like, I mean, you were in control, obviously, but
the BC baits, the BC baits you do is so nice.
Yeah, I knew about that one too. We even talked about it.
Like everybody knows, but it's still like.
But it's so good because like, you can't VC there, but you also can't VC on the U fireball, and you also can't VC on the dash light. So there's like the 3 VC points in a row which you can bait. So
I have to. I'm switching the stream up. 1 sec.
Yeah.
Just so it's live because you keep saying, "Oh," and then that happened. And it was like 5 seconds ago.
Oh, I see.
Watching the stream. Yeah, I've switched it to the video now as opposed to the stream of the stream.
Yeah.
Anyway, Usagi, how do you feel about this?
I mean, it was a fun set. I thought a lot about the set beforehand because
Oh my god, it's
You know,
Yeah.
I'm not
I'm doing
good.
stuff. I'm sorry.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not good about playing people I know. I especially when it's in like high stakes situations like this, I often get in my own head about like, oh, should I win? You know, like I get too emotional about a lot of things like this, but I just try to ignore it as much as possible and just like
Yeah,
play like
I agree with
separate
that.
myself.
That was
Separate
so
myself
bad.
from the whole gameplay. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, that was good.
That
I
job
see.
you. I was so
and the
sure it was
DP is
gonna
gonna
work.
be whiffed.
Yeah.
Oh
Um,
no!
the light DP there. The light DP there, actually, the way I play these situations is actually that I react to the spot dodge with light DP to punish it, right? Which is not hard to do. But you throw whiffed, and I looked at it, was like, that's not a spot dodge. Oh, it's a throw whiff. Okay, I can still punish this, and then I was too late because it was like, confusing. Usually,
Yeah, you
people
had
in
to
that
think
whiff
about
thing,
it.
they whiff spot dodge, right, to try and like avoid the chip situation.
Yeah.
But I mean, I agree. I think one of the main things when I play against you is that I think about when I play against you is like, missing that too. It's like when I hit you with something cheeky, anything really, or like even anything that could be interpreted as cheeky. It's like the first thing I think is like she's gonna want to like pay me back. Now,
Yeah.
like more than winning, she cares more about like paying me back now than winning. So if like for example, but in the past on Belial, if I hit you with like something silly, whatever it is, it could be like even just like a jump you. I'm like, okay, the rate of MDPs is now like 5 times higher than before. Because if you're doing command
Yeah.
grabs, 5 times higher than before. Because you want to like hit me with something stupid as well.
Yeah. I was so sure. I think the moment where I got more nervous about it was like last round. It was like very close, and I think I had like a VC health advantage right at the end. And I was like, oh, I was so sure that you were gonna do something like 2-1 for you during a block string to catch my VC,
What the
because
fuck?
you always get like so brave at the end of the set because you want to get like in the other person's head, like you want to get all the momentum. You always do
Yeah,
that
I
a
mean,
lot. So
when I'm
like,
losing,
I was, yeah,
the way I think about it is like when I'm losing, I can't keep doing what I was doing before. Like I'm not gonna
yeah,
win 3 games in a row just by playing the same way but better, like slightly. I'm not
you
that
need to
arrogant.
shake it up.
Yeah,
If
I
you're
need to
that
shake it
far
up.
behind, you need to do something that's gonna be like change the whole
Yeah.
momentum. You can't just like scrape by one game and then like hope to
Yeah.
do it 2 more times in a row.
You gotta get funky.
Yeah,
with
that's
it.
kind of. I mean, that's why I did that DP. Terrible DP spacing wise, but like conceptually, that's why I would go for that kind of DP.
Oh, that was so random though.
The conceptual DP.
No, I get it.
It's okay.
There's
I mean, I think this is like a big issue that people do have, where it's like,
oh my god.
I drop here.
But
That's
there's a correct way to play it, and like you have to do the counter to the thing correctly every time, etc., etc.
yeah. These things are just so like broad. People are like overly linear about things. At the end of the day, there's like 1,000 things that sometimes you make like a shit decision on paper just because it's going to work out some other way for you, and like
Oh, what an
Oh, those
idea.
DPs are so good.
Insane.
Yeah.
I love Grim there. Grim is so cool. It's a shame he's top 2.
Grimney is very cool. Yeah, I like
Shame nobody
playing
plays
against
this
Grimney as well.
character.
Yeah.
Only two people that played him retired.
It's like,
yeah.
where do you practice against Grimnir in Europe?
I will do
Well,
Pull
I mean,
yeah, like
You don't.
Poulet is useful to practice against 100%. Like he's good
Yeah.
enough that if you play against Poulet, he's not as good as Usagi, but if you play against Poulet, you are playing the matchup 100%.
I just haven't
Like,
seen him in like quite a while, so I didn't know if he still played.
Yeah, I don't know what he's up to. But
Why we advocate for
That's good.
Socky Grim there?
Sorry.
I'm playing
The
Veziraga
agenda is
first.
coming back.
I'm gonna play Veziraga first. I'm sorry.
Basaraga, what do you mean?
Socky's using his powers to get characters nerfed. It's fine.
You cannot play Basaraga, sorry. You cannot.
Can we talk
That's
about the Strife
crazy.
patch, by the way?
No,
How
we
cool
can't.
is this
We
right
can't. This has gone on so long already. I'm not tolerating this shit. Come on.
No, it would be like a really good bit. It would be like
we're
a bit
basically
where we
done,
don't
though.
hate fighting games for like 5 minutes.
Usagi and Pixie can talk about. Oh well, we got the LCQ too.
Got the LCQ, got top A,
We
Jesus.
gotta talk about the
Is that where you
LCQ.
thought I would do 200 for you?
Yeah. In this point of the match, like whenever
my
you got
God.
me into block stun, would you have like 0 VP?
Oh no, you 6
Oh, I
yeah,
can go for you.
yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
Hey,
That's
I
so
do wanna-
disrespectful as fuck.
before we like move on like to like other stuff, I do want to mention like there was it the Friday Korean practice session they did.
Oh, yeah.
we touched upon that, but we haven't moved up. It was like a really nice thing where like I think the Korean scene like hired a space with like PCs in them for practice, and just like you could join that, and they gave all the international players a little present. It was like really nice.
Dudeakoff should have an image of the mousepad.
Yeah,
Please
like
don't
we all got a
let it-
cool mouse pad.
no,
It's like-
well,
The Korean
putting me on the
scene in
spot, yeah.
general, really nice people.
Yeah,
Is it-
like they essentially this was like I think a couple of weeks before they like set this up this like brackets like first come first serve, and yeah, like we when we pulled up there, it was really nice. They like ordered chicken, had some chicken. We got to like play a bunch. I like played with Ying and Glue. I think Fiddy got to play Kasa Usagi, and
Yeah, I played Jubim as well, the wellness player.
oh yeah,
It's so funny when sorry to interrupt, but like it's so funny when you like when you're in a space like this and you don't know these people based on their looks, right? So someone asked for Jubim if I can play him. And there's just this, you know, it's like this skinny guy, looks like a grade A upstanding, you know, student citizen. Like, is this a
Faison.
beginner? Is this like a beginner? Is this huh?
it just doesn't matter. Go on. I could have done that bit better.
Whatever. Is this a beginner? Is this like an intermediate player? Is this actually someone really good? You don't know, and you sit down and then you start playing them, and you get like an idea. Okay, like he knows how to play the game, but like how good is he really? And you don't really know until you're like 10 games in, you know. And then after you're like, oh, okay, this is like a name I've actually heard before. It's very interesting to be in that situation. I think it's very cool.
Yeah, I just wanted to shout that out because they organized that whole thing. It was really nice of them. We all got a cool mouse pad, which I still don't use because I don't want to make it dirty.
oh I put it on my table frame one, bro.
Yeah, I was thinking about just like doing something else with
I'm
like as
touching it right now.
Yo.
That's great. That's
Yeah,
great.
it's a
It's
very
very
cool
nice.
mouse
Yeah.
I usually
Telling you.
don't care much for Grand Blue merch because I don't really care about like the whole, you know, even interesting composition, like, you know, artworks that show characters outside of their concept art or whatever, or like not concept arts, but the in-game art. I find interesting, but that one I love because it's just so expressive, right? And,
yeah, it's great.
Very cool.
No, I got to play like Ying and like I said, Glue there. It was really funny. Like Glue was like he was like doing Vayne 5U every single time. It was so funny. But like I threw him out of it all the time. And then if I didn't throw him out of it, he countered me and get like a full combo. Like a little funny. Got to play Ying too, but it's kind of funny. There was like some things he did really well, and then some things he's just like waiting too much for Wayne to do his thing, and that, you know, you just kind of got Wayne.
Yeah, I also played against Jing, and he did the same against me. I don't think it's like he just waits a
waiting
lot.
too much.
Yeah.
Which doesn't help in this meta. In Rising in general.
Anyway, LCQ. How was that?
LCQ.
That's a Q. Yeah.
For some
The
reason,
No,
seeding
I have
was a
to-
little sus.
Yeah, there was
Sure
no-
wrote everything. Just fuck.
there were no seeding pretty much. Like the only thing they did was like they all the players.
yeah.
All the players from Why did
Yeah,
you-
we're so bad at this. Jesus. I'm just gonna
I'm
say,
gonna
yeah,
interrupt
people
you
in
again.
the group stages got like the seeded positions, and everyone else was kind of wherever. There's some vibes to it, like it's felt like, but it's probably just random like seeding, and some of it's going to be coincidentally looking better than it is.
I don't
No,
think
some
it was like
Japanese
completely
players
random.
definitely got seeded.
Yeah.
No, some Japanese players got seeded. Gurnets and stuff, like they got seeded.
Okay, so just vibe
They
seeding
were
basically.
they all they all well basically
Someone
it was
seeded,
like
got
all the
balls.
yeah. Well, it was all the group stage players plus like just some Japanese players got a bye basically.
I got a 0-2 seed.
And Korean players.
That's not good.
Yep.
You came all the way.
They should have looked at the Arc World Tour point leaderboard and saw I had 45 points from
That's a
going
lot of
to-
points. That's like
Was it-
about how many points I have. Yeah.
They do not care, little bro.
They did not watch Clash of the Olympians. It's fucked up.
That is evident.
The best tournament here. The most stacked event you could ever
Yeah, you
go
got
to.
the
It was.
Greek ropes and everything. Anyway,
I have
MFH,
to leave
like
in 5
you did.
minutes.
Oh well, we can talk about Pixie's LCQ run to start with, then I guess. Just to quickly go over it since he's got 5 minutes left. Pixie, you like kind of just did a great job.
I was vibing during LCQ. I was just saying, okay, I already lost, so it's fine if I just have fun right now.
It turns out you vibe doing it is like actually the play.
I don't
You
know. I think
vibe Pixie's good.
someone. I think someone was near me when I was playing. I don't remember if JFK or Lon. And I started doing monkey sound mid-match because I was losing. I think on somewhere on stream you can hear me starting going like after I hit a parry, or I get hit by something random.
Yeah, I was probably on like Zangief Dream stream. He was streaming that stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, so Pixie, can you explain the deep thought behind starting to make monkey noises when you're losing at Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising?
Lowain, monkey sounds. It
Yeah,
always
that's-
works. I can't explain it. It's a
You have to
combo.
become monkey or something.
If only they had the monkey general. In
You gotta
Grand.
get the monkey inside of you, or whatever they said on the bullshit business course thing I was on.
Who did you beat in top 8 again?
I had Goenitz.
Well,
and
I mean,
Socky.
like Impulse to start with, like
Yeah.
Jubin,
there was-
Leon.
Jubin was crazy strong.
He is.
I don't know them, but he is crazy strong.
You got your visuals
Gaming.
help with that one.
Yeah.
JFK is obviously a well-established player, been around for a while.
Playing Lon also was crazy because he goes only in most of the time. Like when I do HPA or I have rockets.
Oh yes.
He goes all in.
Yeah, just go in. Just knee. Who cares? You got like 18k health, 17k, whatever. You had Gonitz as well. You had this Socky
No,
guy.
don't show this.
I had my run back on Gwen, so I'm happy. When I was in Japan for fun, I met him in a local. And he destroyed me 7-0. I don't
Yeah.
know, like, he knew everything.
Well, how come we didn't know everything this time? What was the new Pixie tech?
He picked Belial.
Oh, that was a mistake, I guess.
That was a mistake. There we have it. Don't play that Lyle.
5-5 Lyle.
He went like Gran at the start. He was losing, so he picked Belial, but he didn't switch Belial to Gran again. I think it would have been better if he picked Gran again, probably. Because I don't know the matchup as much as Belial. I don't know Belial as well, but I know Gran even less.
Also, Pixie, I do think like this explains what you mentioned earlier, where you were like you're hoping to go in a pool with people who you
Yes.
haven't played, and like now you go to LCQ and you win the whole thing. I think that
I
shows.
I mean, I think people know me at this point how monkey I go. So people that never play me normally don't know what type of monkey movement I can do. And I think it easier shows during LCQ.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, it's
But-
pretty dominant performance, to be honest. Like,
But
Yeah,
I
do
think
you-
what Mhm.
now go ahead.
I think that what Space, Skill, and Zangief did to pick my pool was the best choice for them.
Yeah.
Like
No, I
they
agree.
know me, they know they can easily beat me, so it makes sense. I would have done the same probably if I knew so I could beat someone.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's a tactical right choice, even though it's like
Yeah,
really
yeah.
boring.
They got the reward for farming more points during the year, so it's deserved.
They
Who did
paid
you want
for-
Socky
paid
to
for
pick
money.
in winners finals?
Not Catalina.
Mm.
Fuck. I don't like Catalina.
I do think the thing is the Catalina was the right choice.
I think so too.
think, but like and it's like a lot of the games are closed too. But it's just like you get TGA'd at the end. Like you don't close it out, and then the fucking throw tag comes in when it shouldn't. Like I don't know. Like you make these mistakes, but like I feel like I don't want to play Catalina in the matchup anymore. But like the only reason why I'm playing is still in the matchup is because I have the experience. But like long term, I don't. I just want like either learn the mirror or like play a different character into the win. But I just don't have the experience right now, and that's kind of annoying because like you go into tournament and then that's like the one matchup you lose. It's like
Yeah.
but it's what it is. That's like a skill issue.
Right now, I'm trying to learn Zeta just for bad matchups with low Wayne or matchups I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel
Makes
like
sense.
I need to do a lot more on Zeta than low Wayne. Like she needs a lot more effort than low Wayne for combos, specific situation, and many more.
Yeah. And then just to move on because you only got a few minutes. Like, you matched up against Shia. How did you expect that to go? Were you confident going into it?
I mean,
It was against JF.
I went against JF, but if I went against Shia, I think I would have won maybe again. It would have been a fair match and funny because low Wayne mirrors are always funny.
It's funny because like the way he played against me in winners is he picked Siegfried first, right?
Yeah,
But
I
then
don't. He should have went low Wayne all the way in.
No, but like, do you think versus you would do better versus his Slowen or his Siegfried?
Probably low Wayne. I think he knows better than me on Siegfried against low Wayne.
Yeah.
He was a couple times now.
By the way, I played Shio before the LCQ, and he was warming up his EX Gran. He told me he wants to play EX Gran in the LCQ.
Oh man, that would have been so sick.
He thinks EX Gran is the best Shoto alongside Beatrix.
Mm-hmm.
And after playing him, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think he's very strong.
So who's
Still
gonna
a
play
regular
EX Gran?
Grand believer. But they're both very strong.
Well, the main reason. So the thing that's very strong with EX Gran is OSing throw with 5U, which is his DP.
Yep.
That's very powerful, and also being able to mash on defense into 2-1 for you, right? Is that 2-1 for you? Well, either way, it's the stab that's plus and crumples.
Yeah,
Yeah,
6-3, yeah.
I think both of those things are very, very powerful, and it's why he feels the way he does about the character. And I agree with him.
Cool. Anyway, Pixies. And do you want, we could quickly talk about top 8 of like the actual Grand Blue itself. If you do that, and then anything else you wanted to add before you left. Basically, I'm just giving you the floor to talk about whatever.
I speedrun saying that playing JF was funny. He's crazy. I think he's as crazy as Mundo, probably. Mundo is always top 1, but I think he's reaching there, the way JF play.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a very interesting set to watch. There's a lot of chaos.
I was laughing a lot at the first 2 matches because he was teching everything, grab teching. So I just started doing the shimmy like 5 times in a row, and for 5 times it worked. But low damage mid screen is what it is. No meter, no damage.
Yeah. This mid tail away, man. Yeah, I agree.
Can we cut this out? Editor, can we remove these couple of seconds?
I'm literally in charge.
No.
Wait, yeah. But yeah, I mean, like making top 8 of like the finals is like really good as well, especially with the dominant way you did in the LCQ as well. Well, there's like a few 3-2s in there, but like when I was watching it, like for the top 8, it looked pretty dominant.
Yeah, LCQ was stupid as a system, I think, but maybe they'll fix it now that they have their personal system.
Guy who benefited the most from it. This is stupid.
I think I got destroyed in group stage, and then I went over space that played better than me, and skill as well. It makes no sense, to me at least.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
I mean, they're two isolated performances,
Tournament
right?
type things, yeah. But
Well, I
That's,
just mean like, right? Like it's two different things. Like on one hand, you played badly maybe in the groups, and you played well in the LCQ, and it's fair.
Yeah, well,
Like,
it still doesn't make sense.
I do think it's nice that you kind of like get like another shot as somebody that is, you know, that is qualified. Like I feel like last year was like, especially with first or two, like the group stage begins, you sit down, and 5 minutes later everything is over, and then that's it. So in that way, like the LCQ was like fun as a player, but again, like just thinking about it, like this whole, like unironically, the group stage is some of like the toughest thing for you going into the finals, and being able to essentially just skip that performance by like
You end up
doing
in
well in the
losers.
LCQ.
So it's kind of stupid.
yeah,
Anyway.
who cares?
So many.
That's good.
But yeah, Pixie, is there anything else afterwards, or about career in general, or
I mean,
very
hanging
gaseous
out-
stuff that you bought?
Hanging out with Europe was fun. As always, European people are the best.
Bro,
I
we went
I
into
think-
like an internet cafe.
Yes. One day at like 11 p.m., I just said, "What if we go to play Overwatch?" And we went to play Overwatch. Unluckily, Socky went to play Ramble again.
Let's go.
But we chilled a lot there, and I was happy. I think I offered ice cream to everyone from Europe.
I did not
I
get
don't
offered ice cream.
I think I might have missed the MFH and Citizen maybe.
Once
Maybe.
again.
It's your fault for not coming to ask me for ice cream. I would have given you one.
It's all good. All good. Yeah, after I was out, I kind of. I mean, is there anything else, Pixie? needs to go
I think
over?
no. Thank you very much for having me, and
Yeah, thanks for joining.
hope I see you again next year at the finals, maybe.
See me
Who
at tournaments.
knows?
Probably not me, but yeah.
Ice cream is fun though.
You never know, Citizen. You never know.
Don't worry,
That was
the
Patch might
mechanic
be good.
changes in 2 months will be exactly what you wanted. You can delete the tweet
Yeah.
and come play.
Well, I don't have to delete it. I don't have to. I said it's because the game isn't changing the way I want. If the game changes the way I want, then everything's fine. But yeah, I mean, it is weird, honestly. Like going from nothing ever changes for 3 years to suddenly like this announcement, and then also I do think the Strive patch, kind of adds some hopium because it's obviously both made by Arxis, and they will. I mean, those are based on like sentiment. I think the pendulum might be swinging back a bit, where, you know, with like the Tekken 8 in particular getting so much shit and really doing poorly, because it's too aggressive. And SF6, you know, most of the concerns people have about SF6, it's because it's very aggressive. And then Strive removing Wild Assault and it being hailed as like this great thing. It's not even that they went for the nerf patch in Strive. It's that they got such positive feedback from it, which is surprising. I would have expected more like dooming about it, you know, from people who got their character nerfed because it's an
Yeah,
RPG.
similar to base game.
Yeah, exactly. But the top players in Strive are drowning out, like them all saying this is a good patch is drowning out all the, you know, dooming from people that got their character nerfed. And so, yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, it's not just the power level though. Like if they just like tone everything down and turn the game into like a 5-touch game, that would make me feel better about the game play as well. But it's not the main thing that I'm bothered by, you know. So guess we'll see. I don't know. I don't want to just like talk about myself, but obviously, like I'm here. It's the third time I qualified. I want to keep playing, but I don't want to keep playing the game the way it is right now. So I obviously hope things change because I would like to keep going with everyone, you know. So we'll see, I guess. We'll see.
Yeah, hope it's
I'm
promising.
gonna hop off.
Yep, see you, man.
Thanks for joining. Appreciate
Thank you
it.
again for having me.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Ice cream.
Well, yeah. I guess to finish off, talking about before with MSH. He had some pretty close matches.
Yeah, it was a difficult bracket. Like, first round, I played against a person who was clearly like had not put like insane amounts of time into the game, so that was relatively comfortable. And then I immediately had to be like play against RQ, which was
Yeah.
like I went in there mentally like after having played the other Japanese players to play a bit more of a reserve player, but like RQ was not that reserved. Like, I don't know, he immediately like went for like calling out like me delaying a bit too much of going for like a run up grab or something. Like, he immediately was called out. He played like footsie Soris basically, as in like he constantly tried to play just outside of my burst like range where I can like slam and like 6XL and like try to whiff punish me. So like I was not mentally prepared to like completely switch how I played like game 1, game 2. Like game 1 I just kind of got rolled over. Game 2 was like closer, but he still won. Then game 3 I won and he won the last game. But it's like, I think if I could play like I played like end of game 2 from the start, I think it would have been way closer. But I was just, like I said, I was not prepared for like both the Soris and how he played it immediately. Though I did like the one game I won, I'm proud of, because I was one round up. He walked up. I think he expected me to DP, and I just 2U SSBA him, and I win the round with that. It's my pride point, and I hear like through the like my headphones, I hear him like audibly say "Majide," like he was like he was flabbergasted about me like frame 1 on wake up mashing 2U.
Show was beautiful.
It was beautiful. I was smiling after that one, but then couldn't do after that. Then in losers, DQ win a Vayne EX Narmaya player, which was interesting. But like, I think there was like I could just beat that one pretty comfortably, and then immediately at the fight Xerom, which is I have not played against Shalada a lot in like past half a year plus in this game. And then to immediately have to play into Xerom was rough. Like game 1, I got tilted immediately round 1 because game 1 because I won the game, but then for some reason like I had counter hit 6XL 2M, and I was like, I could just like do the Rekka, finish the game. But then for some reason my input was read as slam, which since this patch doesn't combo anymore. So like no combo. He wins the next interaction. I lose game 1 while I should have won. Then he wins game 2 as well, so I was 2-0 behind. I managed to kind of regain my composure, just wait out the jumps for Charlotta, get the game 5, and then I make some mistakes game 5, lose game 5 against Xerom. So like I think I played well, because like RQ and Xerom are obviously like good players, and to do well against them is good, but to not actually get a win against one of these players, I was kind of sad about, especially like considering with Xerom I could have just won. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it. Like, I'm proud, I'm happy with how I did, but to not actually get that good win kind of sucks.
Good stuff. I'm lucky against Zerum as well.
Yeah, I guess Xerom I was also like, what I did against Xerom like round 1 was like, I just wanted to first interaction run up grab him to kind of see if he just is like, if I need to like work for the jumps or like not. And he jumped the very first grab. And then I was like, okay, so we just wait.
Oh my god.
Don't,
You some sort of
like,
visionary?
but it's
so
like
many people don't do that, that's the point.
You need to figure out if you can, or if you like, if you have to first. Like, if he's gonna play like around me expecting him to jump from round like second 1, that means I need to do something first. But if he's gonna do it from second 1, that means I don't need to carry him for like most of the set. But yeah, that's how it went for me. Which pool was it?
Well, yeah, I guess after this, like Fitizen versus Socky. This is how it ends, type shit.
Yeah.
So sad.
Yeah, by the way, at least in the pool that I was playing in, there were several disconnects on the controllers. It was very unfortunate. And I also disconnected during my match against Socky. It was
Yeah,
like there was
so-
something wrong with the stations. It wasn't. My stick disconnected. I saw at least 3 disconnects other than my own.
Yeah, it was my first match was against Abidjan, and his also disconnected in his set before. Right, it was funny because we saw this happen, and then we were talking about it, and then I remember like Fiddy asking me, or like we were talking about like, would you take it if that happens in tournament set? If it's obviously not their fault, and then we were talking about it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I mean you can keep on.
Okay. And it's funny because like we were talking about it, and I was like, it's like usually the way I feel about it is like the TO should handle it. So I shouldn't even like be asking you what should be done about it. But I do feel like you should probably just take it, because if you're not gonna take it and then you end up regretting it, or it's kind of annoying. Unless it's like obviously like the game just started or the round literally just started or some shit like some random shit like that.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
But this is pretty different, I think, in this case, because it's obviously the stations and it's not the player's input
Yeah.
device.
Yeah.
And I think, I kept the bracket, the pool runner, who I think he ran all of the pools, or at least there were like 2 or 3 people, but I think
I think every pool had their own pool runner.
Okay. But I mean, I kept talking to it. I pointed out all these disconnects. I was like, oh, this just disconnected. Oh, this just disconnected. And I was like, basically what I wanted, and obviously I wasn't going to get, was an assurance that because it's obviously like some systemic issue with the stations, it wouldn't be ruled a game loss if it happens, for both players, not just for myself. But I mean, obviously I'm looking out for myself, but I'm also, I think it should be handled differently if it's obviously some issue with the stations. And it was that didn't happen. I mean, in the end, like I played Socky and it happened mid-match. I was far away, full screen, and then it happened, and then we just kept playing. But I mean, it still sucks. It like kills your whole like concentration stuff.
I thought it was a little funny because like we talked about it before, and I essentially said if we played and it would happen in our set, I wouldn't take the game. I wouldn't take the round, and then it happens, and then obviously even if I wanted to take the round, I couldn't have done it because I already told them I wouldn't.
I see. But yeah, I mean, it's very annoying, and I think. See, I don't know the reasons for this. I don't really know much about the PS5s. I think it's an overheating issue for them, but I'm not sure. But I think for a match, for a tournament of this size and importance, that shouldn't happen. So I hope they can fix that somehow.
Was it particularly warm in the venue?
No.
I don't think like any of that happened in my pool, so it may have just been like PS5, those PS5s.
Yeah, or like the.
I mean, if they've overheated before, they might be like more susceptible to that failure because of the previous thing or something. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm not
but it was different stations, by the way. It wasn't like the same station or anything. They were like, it was like the whole table. I think
it was always like P1. It was always like P1.
Yeah, and it's always P1 exactly. So that's the only thing I noticed. It's like it's always P1. So I remember when I sat down for my losers match as well. I sat down at P2, and then the bracket runner was like, "Oh, you're P1." And I'm like, "Oh fuck."
You cannot influence fate.
Yeah.
Anyway, the match we had was.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I played my best, and I think you played very well. I think both of those are true.
Yeah.
Like, as in, like you did the right things at the right time. You didn't really mess anything up that I remember. I had some minor mistakes, but I also just, got on the back foot early on, and then. But
What the fuck?
Yeah, I wanted to use the Raging Strike not to get.
Sorry to interrupt.
No worries.
I definitely dropped something. I don't remember what it was, but I had some big drop. And one time I think I didn't get a backdash out or something at hit. Something like that happened. But either way, obviously I was sad to not see you go on to take it all, but I think you, especially with the Monarch set and like the LCQ in general, I think you showed that you belong there. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's pretty
watched
obvious.
the whole Monarch set basically from behind Socky, and you played that so well.
yeah,
Yeah, I was
I
very
think
happy about it. Especially like coming from Outplayed, where I felt like the biggest issue was really just that I had like the wrong game plan because it just didn't really know how we would approach the matchup. But like just taking that one set I had with him and changing the game plan around enough to that it works out, I feel pretty happy about. Especially against somebody like Monarch, who's like he has like the fucking notes. He knows how I play. Like he wrote like he has like one page for like Outplayed prepared, so it's like he knows what to do. But like, and this matchup is not easy. Like
Yeah.
obviously the win is good, but especially like after the nerfs, this matchup is so annoying. 'Cause you can just cover so many things at so many times, so you have to play it so fucking slow. And playing slow against Metera,
she gets so much meter.
you get so much meter and so many chances to like fuck you up.
Oh yeah, I remember screaming when at
that was-
this moment. This was
Yeah, I'm so dead. This was such a bad play.
I was
It's such a
like,
bad
no.
I got frustrated about the situation before, and then I like that's why the 2-4H came out.
Yeah.
But it was always like the games I won were like super slow, and then the next game is like I get kind of like rolled, and I need to recompose. The set
Switch the
goes on
cat.
for a while. Yeah, no, I'm just pretending.
Yeah, but
Um,
it was cool to see. You know, before the LCQ, I was talking to Sagi, and she just BRB'd, but she was like, we were agreeing that like, yeah, this LCQ bracket is really rough. Like it might be harder or like similar to Evo France. In terms of difficulty, it's similar to Evo France, and we kind of both agreed on that. So it's kind of rough. And then to have Socky and Pixie be in winners final, I think says a lot about like the strength of EU as a region. Of course, all the people in groups that already made it through aren't there, but still like there like a lot of very strong players. Where I think the casual viewer at home, they look at people like Hinoki and Gurnitz and obviously Monarch, like obviously the qualified players too, but even the unqualified players, they look at people like Hinoki and they're like, how this Socky guy, like he's qualifying because he's in Europe, and Hinoki, like people like Shosan and Hinoki, and like
Guild events.
they would qualify if they were in Europe. And honestly, maybe, but I think they can also qualify in Asia. And clearly, every time this happens every year when I'm like at the finals. But do you see the European players play against the Asian players and the Americans, and you see that like there's no huge regional advantage. Like Asia is the strongest region overall, but I think Space in particular, the only person I'm gonna glaze Space here for a second.
Let's go.
The only person Space lost to in casuals was Zangief Dream. He beat everyone else he played against.
Played last year, yeah.
And I genuinely think that like it's really unfortunate the way this year went for him. And I think that
that was so clean.
That was nice.
Space is in a tier 1 in the world, I think. Alongside Zangief Dream and Koji and stuff, and Gamera. And I think he's a very complete player, and he could have won it all for sure. He's not the only one. Obviously, Usagi could have also won it all, but
Thank you. No, it's okay. I'll have my turn. Don't worry.
but, I do think. I mean, from my point of view, I do think that like, Space is just like he's the best 60 seller in the world, and that's worth a lot in the 60
That sounds
seller.
like an underhanded compliment.
No.
I know you don't mean it at all, but it just sounds like
Yeah. I mean, I dislike 6XL, like in terms of the way it's played, but the skill ceiling you cannot deny. Because when I play against Space, he does it better, a lot better than me, So it's cool to see, and I hope he gets his reward in the future. for like the skill level that he's accrued. I hope like it actually manifests in some huge win. Though, you know, obviously like the way he dominated Europe for a while there and the win at UFA was special, but I think he could win a huge major for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I've said it a bunch like last year as well, but it's just like just like very proud of like the EU players. I think we have like especially the top like really strong players. And like you said, like Space just like he's up there with like the best of the best for sure. And I feel like again, like our top players just it's nice to have like because like when if the scene is smaller or if like the obviously Europe is always going to be like smaller than the rest of the world, and you don't want to be like the medium-sized fish in a small pond type shit because that's just like so boring.
Yeah, I mean,
And
I always think back to the discussion. I never played Blaze Blue seriously, but I always think back to the discussions of like Blaze Blue players in Germany back in like 2013, 14, 15, 16, like around that time. And it was always the same. It was basically like we can't get good enough against these Japanese players in our environment. Like the skill level isn't high enough. We don't have enough matchups. Like they were like always dooming is basically saying like we can't do it, you know. And I saw the issues obviously and like the difficulty, but I always kind of didn't like that mindset. I always hated that. I was like, at least if there's like one guy coming over to like Europe or two people, like you can prepare for them, right? Like watch replays and stuff. And so I don't know. I don't want to make some grand statement about it because I didn't play that game in that community at the time. But at least with Grand Blue in Europe, in base game we never got the chance to really measure ourselves up against it, you know, internationally, except for the people that went to EVO. And I always felt like we're obviously like on a similar level to the best people in Japan. And but you couldn't prove it, you know. And now with Rising, like I think it's clear that that's the case. So
Yeah, I mean, like, we've obviously had like multiple Japanese players coming to European majors and us beating them. We've like players like S1 beating Gamera as well, who wasn't even at our World Tour Finals. You know,
yeah.
it shows that it's possible.
Yeah, I mean Pixie beat Chio, S1 beat Gamera, I beat Toro.
Yep.
Usagi beat a lot of people.
Everyone.
Yeah, there's not that many. I think I only beat Shio. Yeah. And the Backgammon Monarchy too, but yeah. Not
But
too
yeah, when you play these casuals, like you realize it's they're human. You can do it.
Yeah. Top 8, LCQ, Socky. Any further comments on the ones you already added?
yeah, like I said, I played with Abigail. There's like this thing with when I saw Abigail play, I was like, no, it's like Ladiva. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk forward slightly into grappler jump range and anti him if he's gonna jump. It's gonna like just gonna check that because like that's like the it's like Ladiva. They're gonna. That's like the first thing into the round that I do. He jumps like a full combo anti. It's like up. And then I like felt like super comfortable at that point, and it went pretty well. Like obviously it's like Ladiva. Like everything can happen, but like that one as much as good as you would want. And then the Citizen set obviously played Monarch game 5 we saw on the stream. Felt pretty good. And then I had to fight Chio for top 8, and I got kind of annoyed that they're like when they told us that we're not playing that shit on stream. It's like, no, we just play that shit like off stream. It's like, bro, it's like I don't get why they win. It's like top 8 LCQ. It's like winner's side. We're not streaming.
No time.
But fine. We sit down and like he locks in Siegfried, and I was like, okay. And kind of annoying fighting Siegfried. I did get a lot of Siegfried experience. The last couple of weeks, I feel like it's like every time you would ping matchmaking or something, there's always a Siegfried player responding. If it's not MFH,
You did
it's
play
like
me quite a few times.
it's like
yeah.
Frenchie. If it's not him, it's like Diego, or if it's not him. I even played like fucking skills Siegfried. Like he asked me for games at one time. I played Siegfried. It's like insane.
Yeah, he played Siegfried against me a few times as well.
And I do think with the install buffs, there's some like unique aspects in the matchup. Like there was one round where he avoided getting chip killed by HPA by
Yeah.
going to install, and stuff like that is strong. But at the end of the day, it's Shio. He plays it like relatively slow, and I'm playing Lowain. And if you're playing like slow against Lowain, you just got to play it out. So after being down 0-2, Pity wants to give me some advice.
Oh, no.
And he's like, I just need to play it out more. Like, just play it slow. I don't need to get in. I don't need to go for 6 ages. Just play it out because, like,
Drag the
Lowain,
game out. I think.
drag the game out. You get more health than him at that point, and also, there's just no need to like go into like taking these risks. So that's what I did, and slowly got back into the set. And then I got to game 5 and he switched to Lowain. And that was, game 5, Lowain mirror. Just hope that something goes well or something goes wrong. And he made some crucial mistake at some point. He like has me in the corner, and I think he like hit the jump. He like jumped over me.
Yeah, he got an accidental jump forward throw with, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you just got a full corner combo that was like devastating. Yeah.
And then I won that. And then I was poking, and then I watched Pixie beat like Gurnitz. I was like, bro, this is insane. Can't believe we're in winners finals.
The boys.
Not prepared for it, but it's like I played the Catalina, and it's just not. I mean, I'll say how it is. It's like you get tear gapped in that matchup, and like not having don't even have to like fucking 5U against like 2 and 4L anymore. It's just like, I don't know, she feels so bad in that matchup at this point. It's like, well, at that point it's like you might as well play any other shoulder, and the matchup that is like bad on paper, right? I think
I thought it was nice, but without it, it's so bad.
It's just the only other thing you have is like 2 and 4Uing through like rockets or Broware, but like that should technically almost never come up because like you're not in that range a lot of the time. So it's just not good enough. And like a U fireball, like you want like in a matchup, you want like a U fireball that is fast, so you can interrupt him. Like if he does like BC into setup or some shit, or set play like full screen, that you can like chuck a U fireball that is like fast enough to knock him out of it and stuff. But like she can't do that. So the only thing she's got going is like obviously like baiting BCs and the high damage. But I don't know. I'd rather be playing like EX Gran at that point in that matchup, or Belial or Beatrix or whatever. But that's the experience I have. So I played Catalina obviously, and it's just like the outplayed set where it's like I'm doing fine, I'm playing well, whatever. But then he gets like one hit and like guess wrong, and then it just snowballs, and it's like you don't come back from that. It just sucks. So it is what it is. I tried the Lowain for like one match because I was like, play casuals with him, and that went fine. At that point, at least we were both playing like a very strong character, and I've been playing Lowain all weekend, so might as well try. And I think that went fine as well, but it's like, he won the game. So, and then with Shio, I did the mirror because obviously Lowain worked before, but that was at that point he just played it super conservative as well, like, and he's like better at that than me. So,
the hit combos were pretty cool. Well, or like
he had the 2
just buffering as well.
Yeah, I mean he's pretty good, all things considered. Obviously, I know.
It's alright.
I know,
Yeah, he's alright. He's not that bad.
I remember Space being really annoyed about the gun it set. There were so many mistakes in that set.
Yeah.
And he knows.
He got a lot of misputs. He had some issue with his pet, right?
I don't know. Just like there was just
Yeah.
so many bad plays. And then he said that weekend he felt like he wasn't gonna lose to Lowain that weekend. Like that's how he felt. So he felt pretty confident against Shio and well against me as well, but let's not think about that. Point is like he felt pretty good, but like that gun had said there was so many mistakes.
Yeah,
it's unfortunate.
It is what it is.
I was tilted watching that. It was
No, I get it.
rough.
Yeah.
And then top 8 started, and
finally we're on top 8. We've
No, I
got
th- I
AWT, he's
I
already
think we
talked
should-
about, and then
I think we
it's
skipped
basically
one
Seoul.
really important part though.
What's that?
The Seoul nightlife. No.
Let's go, baby.
No, top 8 it.
Seoul nightlife. Like,
Hell yeah!
It was good.
It's good.
It was good. Yeah, it's pretty sick. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, Seoul's a great city. If you ever go there, highly recommend it. It's a
It's
fun
a-
place. It's lively
it's a
24/7.
It's a well, no, wait. What did a friend say? It's a capitalist utopia, but
Yep.
that also makes it a dystopia
Positive.
at the same time. Yeah, I mean, it's the thing that surprised me the most is about the nightlife and about like Seoul actually as a whole, is how open people are to talking to you. So in Europe, you know, everyone kind of stays to themselves. Obviously, it's like even more extreme in like Central European countries and like Nordic countries and stuff. Like you sit down in the bus, like you don't talk to anyone. In Seoul, even though I was just there for like a week, countless instances of just talking to strangers, and very nice in a very nice way, you know, like nice conversations. And then also when going out, you can just talk to people. Like people actually go out to talk to other people, which is comparatively impossible in Europe. Like if you go into a bar in Europe, like you're not supposed to talk to the other people, you know, unless everyone's like plastered or something. Like you don't talk to the other table. And yeah, it was pretty easy, and so I enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah, it's just a really comfortable place. Even if you live in the UK like me and Dudeakoff, like
Yeah,
walking around in the city at like 2 a.m. generally not like the most fun place. And
Depends what
there,
you're looking for.
there at 2 a.m. it's just like it's like not any different from like 3 p.m. It's super chill.
Yeah, nice and relaxing. What was the music in the bar that you went to that was playing?
They're just playing European, not
Yeah.
European. They just play Western stuff everywhere, really. Which is like the biggest negative I probably have to say. It's like it's all just hip hop EDM slop.
It was all
So
that.
yeah. I mean, sometimes something nice comes on like Kendrick, but for the most part, it's all just slop.
Hip hop slot.
Yeah, you know, it's just I mean,
Oh man, this is bad quality. My bad.
also it's like the same. No, I mean, most places I went to, and this was like on many different streets, they just play like the same playlist in every place. It's not great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's generally
Not
pretty
BTS fan.
No, that's the
BTS
issue. BTS would have been fine. That would have been fine. At least that's like Korean. But they're just playing Western music.
To be fair,
It's
I
all
think
just like, yeah.
almost was it the Saturday or the Saturday of the Arc World Tour? I think BTS did actually do a concert in Seoul, like in some street, and like
Yeah.
there were like
Yeah.
300,000 people there, and I did not know until people told me. But it was apparently that was there.
Good to go.
But yeah, I think if
Like
you
a
want to
Netflix
find
show
like
about it.
less generic things in Seoul, you need to like really look for it.
Yeah.
Save the image, but I can't find it. But you get the gist of it from there.
Wait, what image?
Goes hard.
Oh yeah. It's cute. Oh yeah, that night that was on Sunday. No, it was on Monday night, right? Was it
Which one?
Tuesday? Oh no, that was
Um,
the last night we were there, right?
Yeah, this was Tuesday.
Yeah, this was Tuesday night.
We hang out
we,
with the Austrian boys.
Yeah, exactly. That was the all-played TOs. Ken Foley isn't on. He's taking the picture, but Ken Foley was there too.
Cat?
Yeah.
I'm just looking for the extra images right now. But yeah, we can move on to top 8 now. Unless there's anything else more to say about the Korean nightlife. Oh yeah, no, actually, there's this one, I guess, which kind of like reinforces your point. Which was a little story that you said. I don't know.
Yeah, this
was
was
also on
also
Tuesday.
Tuesday. It was also Tuesday night, and we in front of our hotel, there's this little art gallery, and we were just looking at the art gallery from the outside, and suddenly the lady doing the peace sign, she's like the owner of the art gallery, and the other one is her sister, was like, "Oh, we just finished hanging everything up. You can come in. You can take a look." And we're like, you know, being the Europeans, we're like thinking, oh, they probably want to sell us the art that's in the gallery, right? But that wasn't the case at all. They just wanted to actually talk about the art and like let us in and have a nice little chat. So that was very cool.
And this was like midnight, right?
Yeah, this was like
1
1 a.m.
It was like
1 a.m.
They let us in. They let us into the art gallery at 1 a.m. And this was like we talked for like 30 minutes about the art in the gallery, and then
And then she
Yeah,
insisted that we take a picture with the art.
yeah. She's like, oh, the art got to be on there.
And Philly was like, "Oh, you gotta come into the picture as well."
Yeah.
And the Socky.
That was good. It was a good
So-
thing. There was a couple more pictures on the
Shit.
group sent you as well.
Yeah,
that was very
it's
nice.
Cute. It's very cute.
Yeah. There's like the art they put up from like one of the students.
Yeah.
And she and her sister, they also like make like movies. They post them like on Instagram and on YouTube and stuff. So like they showed us some things and gave us some stickers. We took some pictures. We talked a little bit about the art. It was very fun.
Yeah.
Very cool stuff. It was nice.
Oh, I guess there's one more thing, which is kind of funny. Is on Sunday after top 8, I was like waiting for the Strife concert to start, and I realized, wait a second, I don't like Strife music. And then so I went to the city on my own. I went out on my own for a while, and went to like few different places, talked to some people, and then it's like 1 a.m. or something, and I go back. I want to go back, and I go back through like the student district, which has like all the clubs and stuff, and I run into the Strivers. I run into Leffen and Nitro and Red Ditto and stuff, and I was like, hey, I know these people. What the hell? And which is funny, like when you're in such a big city, like you don't expect to randomly run into someone you know.
Yeah.
And then I stayed out with them for a while, which was fun. Funny coincidence.
Awesome.
Small world.
Yeah, small world and stuff.
That's pretty big actually in Seoul.
Seoul is pretty big, yeah. But yeah, lots of fun. Very, very memorable time there. Sure.
Yeah.
But now to talk about the actual thing we were supposed to talk about.
Finally, Isagi can speak.
The nightlife?
I am here. Yes. Hi.
Oh, she's back there.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I didn't go out any. I just slept and played Granblue, so I don't have anything interesting to talk about. Sadly.
You say that like
but-
you didn't get
The
life
person who
first.
got good sleep and then played Granblue, did the best out of all of us here. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, life. But the top 8 was fun. And the first match against Shio, that was really dominant match, I think. I mean, like,
Tell us how you feel
yeah,
about it.
like damn, like, I mean, yeah. that's a strong match. I think I did like more dash lights in that match than my whole career combined. I just did like spaced dash lights in the corner on loop. It's like the most boring shit you can watch in your fucking whole life. So
I was pogging.
not much to say there. It's boring as shit. But that's the wrong year.
This is still a year before Dudeakoff.
Oh yeah, I'm stupid. I'm like, what's Rookies doing here? What's Rookies doing here, man? It says Guilty Gear on this one, but it's including all of them. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I do have to add something about the Shio set with Usagi, because I talked to Shio before the set, and that was very funny. Watching the set after that was very funny. So he told me, I told him like asked him how does he feel about Usagi and Grimnir, and he was like, this is like we used the Google Translate, right? But it's a Google Translate quote, and he said, defending against Grimnir strike throw is easy. That's what he said. And he said the thing he's concerned about in the matchup isn't defending the strike throw, it's chip damage. That's the thing he's concerned about. and then you watch the game, and he just got absolutely destroyed on strike throw. So that was pretty funny.
You ain't seen strike throw like this before.
It's European strike throw.
Yeah, 6XL.
But it's 6XL for medium. For medium, is it actually busted? I don't know. No.
Medium might be busted.
I feel like I can say anything about Grimnir. Oh, that bottom's also busted as shit. But like, I can just like make up shit about Grimnir and no one can prove me wrong, so it's okay. Like I can just say shit. For medium, it's good. This character is busted, but yeah, like against Siegfried, I was more scared because like the matchup is it's easy to lose. I think it's like a slight disadvantage Grimnir probably, but
agree.
like it's still Grimnir, so you can just like I think you can tear gap Siegfried a bit, but like in this round I shouldn't win this round, for example, but I think I get like a hit and like
You get a
the BC, right?
you get a seal dash down. I remember this.
yeah, I get like a shimmy here, right? I think like
Yeah.
last second he
Text.
wants to BC because
text
he
or
wants
presses.
to. Yeah, I think he texts because he wants to put me into a chip situation, and then he just dies like here.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking.
Yeah.
It was funny after the quote to see this.
Yeah, I mean, in that
because-
situation, you the urge to PC goes over the mind. It's okay, but this round this match is kind of close. I think I win this one, but it's like close. But against the Wayne, it's not close. I think I'm just like I think I'm very good against the Wayne. I was playing against Socky before for like practice, and I was getting so tilted. I was like hardcore tilted because the way that Socky plays, like this is like in Shio, it didn't happen because like Shio's so respectful on defense.
You was
Like,
like, I
it's
could
okay,
not
I-
stop you from pressing too well.
Yeah, it's like I'm getting fuzzy masked, I'm getting PC, then it's like, oh, I don't want to play against the Wayne. Like, it's please be quick. But like in Shio, since he's like very respectful, I was just doing like dash light, farm medium, fireball, on loop, and then like maybe one throw to try to catch the fuzzy mash timing, and like most of them were red throws since he's like super delayed on defense, and like that's fine. It's still one more dash light. He didn't parry any dash lights, which was surprising. Like I think that's more of the patient, conservative play style, but I don't know how much I agree with that. But yeah, I think I did good against the Wayne. I got killed by HPA once because I suck. But that one's funny, right? Yeah.
You're right,
But
yeah.
yeah, I gotta do it sometimes. But
Yeah,
I think
if the Wayne
Give him a
doesn't have
rest.
50, if the Wayne doesn't have 50 meter, I think.
yeah, like I'm getting hit by 2M into 214 medium. Like sure, yeah, it's nothing. It's not real. But yeah, like the set is this. Like if you see this round, this is the whole set. It's boring as shit, but it's good. I mean, it's good gameplay, right? But it's just
I'm
like very
fogging.
safe.
This is why you keep 6XL the same, you know?
Yeah,
Inspire this
that's
game
it's okay. Next patch, this won't work. It's surely.
Surely. This patch.
Surely. But this was good. They said I felt very confident, and they said I also got the ending, the
double
6XM
6XM.
ending, which was cute. I think people had fun watching it, so that's what matters at the end of the day.
Yeah, for sure.
A few times in group stage as well, so
Yeah, exactly.
became
It's
your
like
signature for the weekend.
You also
Like-
won Slash with it,
Yeah.
so I think it is your
Yeah.
signature at this point.
I gotta
It has
keep it
been
up.
said.
If I play more, I want to play more eventually, so I'll try to keep it up when I come back. But yeah, I mean, it's at the end of the day, we're not getting paid enough to like be serious, so just might as well have a bit of fun with it. And the Gamera set, of course, I lost, which sucks. But it was fun. I mean, I just got outplayed. Also, like my second Ilsa after Gerudo on ranked.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, is like, how much did the Ilsa play into it?
Not too much. I mean, like 80% of the hits were dash light, I think
it's like you fight Gamera's Ilsa, it's like, oh, you got hit by 6.
I'm just playing against like a good Shoto, so it's like, makes sense. But also like Gamera is just like a very good player, I think.
Yeah. I think people
I think so.
underrate him, like, because like other people have got results and how dominant he was in base game, but like he's always like consistently like up there doing well.
Yeah,
It's just not like
he's-
winning
he's
every
also-
single event.
He's had a bit of a like he's played a bit like worse for a while, and I feel like people just scrimmed. He ain't
Yeah, he's
did
also
I mean, if you
been
look
going
back on
through,
it, it's
a
like
lot
it's like
of,
one or two events like where he probably like underperformed a bit than what you'd expect.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like if tomorrow, like, well, maybe not tomorrow, but if in like a month I got washed by Toguro, I wouldn't be like, wow, that can't be the case. No, like that guy's like insane at the game. Even if he had like a rough patch, then but he's still like very good player. And Gamera
Yeah.
is the same. Like, he's just very good. And I mean, at the end of the day, I lost to like second and third place, so like, I can't be too mad. Yeah.
He basically
Yeah, like-
came fourth then.
Pretty much, no. But yeah, I mean, with the amount of effort that I put forward, I can't be mad at all. Of course, I would have liked to win it all, but then I probably should have put in more effort.
It seems a
sense.
consistent theme. Doing
Yeah,
your
putting in effort. Yeah, I mean, there's something to talk about there, but it's an uncomfortable conversation, so it's okay. We'll talk about that on another edition. It's okay.
It's a little unseemly.
It is, right? It's not something that you should talk about.
Yeah, it's for
but-
Sockycast After Dark.
Exactly, yeah.
It's just after dark.
on the
It is a bit of
Patreon.
an uglier conversation, but it was fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
it was a
did
lot
on
of
this.
fun. Like, that's crazy, right? Yeah, I also like didn't know when I had an intuition that I was dead, but like I realized that I was dead when I was getting hit, instead of being like, oh, at this range of health I'm dead. Like it's not something that I could keep in mind.
Yeah.
Yep.
But like it was a fun set. I'm happy that I got to play Gamera finally, like after so long. His style of pressure also is pretty good against me because I have unorthodox defense, active defense, maybe even like.
Yeah, I would say so.
I just
It's a good way to
yeah
play.
yeah. I'm not patient, so the whole like he's very stagger heavy, and I don't like that because I want a BC, but he doesn't give me BC, so it sucks. But it's fun. I mean, it was a lot of fun. Like getting to play such a good player is always fun. Like, and I
Yeah.
think it made for a pretty fun set, even if it was a 3-0. It was pretty close in the individual games, so I can't be mad at that.
Yeah, it was a set I was excited to watch, and I did enjoy watching it, despite the fact that I really wanted you to win, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, eventually, maybe.
Oh no.
Who knows? But yeah, the whole event was a lot of like great chances. I got to play Monarch casuals. I think that was the best set I've had in so long.
Oh yeah, no, I really
Because-
enjoyed playing Monarch Outplayed as well. I was so sad that I didn't get into Grand Finals to play him again.
Like he's just so funny. Like it's the first thing I told Monarch was like he always looks like he's suffering when he's playing in tournament, which he agreed to. But like playing him in casuals was just so refreshing because he's very positive about the game. Well, positive, not like coping positive, but like
Yeah.
not dooming about it, like actively dooming about it, even if there are things that are not right, But it was very refreshing to talk about the game like that with someone. It's a really nice conversation. Also played the Kasosagi. I think it was in my favor, which is really fun. Being able to play Fairy. I didn't have a game plan, but kind of made something up. And I don't know if I played anyone else. Oh, Sangif Dream. He watched me like hardcore. Like, thank God I didn't get the grants. Not looking at it. No. Yeah, I had nothing there, but it was funny. Yeah, it's great people all around.
Yeah, I mean, Zangief Dream, like you can see in this top 8, it's a pretty comfortable win for him as well. Although, like given the CAG nerfs and there's some other things, like people kind of wrote him off a little bit, but yeah, definitely pulled through, and he's been like consistently performing really well over the past year.
He's just so offensively brilliant. Like, in the same way that I think Space is the best 6XL player in the world, I think no one's as consistent at getting no escape throws as Zangief Dream. Like,
Yeah.
the way he times his throws
Yes,
is
it's on
just
purpose.
insane compared to anyone else in the world. Of course, CAG has her own like advantages when it comes to something like that because she limits your options with the setups, and she has a lot of reward, so she makes you interact.
Yeah.
But he just knows, like, he's so insanely good at catching defensive timings. I think he's not a perfect player, and like maybe the set with Space highlighted that because a lot of like neutral skips and offensive sequences from Space were working. But I think the way he plays offense is just so dominant that you can't mess up once. Like, you mess up once and then suddenly the whole round is over. It's
Yeah.
so good at that.
I mean, the way when CAG has you in the, like, he gets to that spot very well, and then once traps are on you in the corner, it's literally like guess for game. Just like straight up guess for game right away.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Yeah, it's like you play fine, whatever, and then he hits you once, puts you in the corner, the traps are up, and it's guess for game, and you are probably not gonna guess right because he's either gonna -7 no escape you, or he's gonna hit you with J2 to H,
UDP,
or he's gonna hit you with UDP, or he's just gonna like time a throw regularly that's gonna fuck up with your timing, and all of those will kill you.
or heavy
And-
users. All of them kill you.
Yeah, and like there is a side of it that is character strength, but he's just so consistent at that. I think even on other characters he could put the same kind of like timings.
Yeah.
Of course, having so much reward on CAG is helpful, but
I think there are other
just, like, the most
characters.
consistent at that.
There's definitely other characters he could do the same kind of thing on, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
So.
Yeah. Is there anything else anyone wanted to say about the top 8? Like, I mean, Koji Kirko obviously had like a really good performance as well.
I feel like everybody
definitely felt like
Koji.
the strongest player going into the top 8 by a lot of people's books.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people expected Koji to do well, and he did.
Yeah, he played really, really good.
Like Kazasaki said too, that was so close. That was like so much high level shit, bro.
Yeah, like the far light 2-2-U with punishes on the far medium. That was like insane. It's something that like Fidesz often talks about, but it's like it's something that like displays a high level of like being prepared. That it would be cool to see it like more often, but it's always so shocking to see like, wow, you can really do that. Like it's good to see like the highest level players like really that they are ready for so many things.
I saw the same thing against Monarch as well with him as well. It was like really good to watch.
Yeah, like the effort from some players really shows, and so it's very nice to watch them.
Yeah, I think Koji has that your favorite player's favorite player thing going on.
Yeah.
where it's like, well, so Koji plays the way that I would like to play, but I don't have the time and I don't put in the effort, you know. And so it's like, and it's very fun to talk to him as well. One thing that's really underrated, and I don't want to like shit on the general community or anything like that, but one thing that's really underrated that's so fun about these events is that you're in a room with like 15 people, like you're in the back rooms with the with the best players, and you can have conversations that you just cannot have in like the general chat. You know,
Yeah.
because the way people talk about the game, they're like, they get salty. Top players get salty. They're like, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. But after they say it's bullshit, they also discuss the best way of dealing with it. You know, and they are constructive. And in most like public spaces, you cannot have these kinds of conversations because the people who say it's bullshit drown out the conversation. And it's very fun to play, and also people that are there, they got there because they play in a way that's consistent. That doesn't mean defensive or reactive necessarily, but consistent. And so you're also like, they're very like fleshed out game plans that are interesting to look at, even if you're losing. So for example, Shio's EX Gran watched me like the first 7 matches or something we played. I think it was like 6-1 to him. Because I just like, wow, like this game plan with like the 5Us, I tried shimmying him because I knew he was doing the 5U throw S. I was like, okay, so I go for shimmy, right? To like reveal the OS. But the 5U goes far forward, so it caches the backdash. So really you have to do walk shimmies against it. And like figuring those things out, it's so fun. It's so incredibly fun. And so having to tie up the point, these are players who dream big. You know, like you could say, oh, you know, these tools on my character are very strong. I can just cycle through them. I can win against anyone if I just cycle through these 3 or 4 options on my character. And that's probably true. But these are players, they're not satisfied with that. They're like, I'm gonna find a game plan that is more consistent than that, that is more, that, you know, abuses the biggest strengths of my character. So like, how many CAC players are like, I'm gonna throw late on purpose to no escape you because the reward is so high, right? And then Zangief Dream ends up with a game plan that is warped around that, and it's beautiful to see. And in the case of Koji, the way he plays is like very obviously very disciplined and very pretty. And you see these kinds of plays that you don't see in Ramda much, you know, that you see more from like, you know, the ending walkers of the world in Street Fighter. And I think he is him, Gamera, honestly Usagi too, like Socky with like specific things. He's like the Socky tech stuff, like in the mirror, you know, doing you did the jump back throw against the Embro in the corner, and so like seeing stuff like that is just really nice. And I guess I guess I would like to tell people like to dream bigger, you know, like don't just RPS your way through every situation, like actually try to find something that no one has done before. Something that's different, something that you can use your tool in a way that is unique, you know. So sorry.
No,
I
actually,
mean that's a good, it's a good speech.
yeah, it's a good way to put it. Like, even if we all have our gripes with the game, I think
Yeah.
most people have their gripes with the game, and that's totally fair. But I think uh, below the game, there is that well, I don't know if you put it below or above, but there is that layer of like competing and with like trying your best. Or like when I'm trying to beat the people here, like when I was playing during the finals, like it didn't even like feel about Grumble, you know. Like of course with Monarch I had the certain things about Metera to keep in mind, and certain things like that I had to like hold or like play around. But it did feel a lot like player to player, you know, like you can make
Yeah.
your own like way to play, and like playing
There's
against
a
strong
conversation,
players like
right?
that is very fun.
Yeah. There's a conversation on the screen, and that's more fun than you just kind of like weathering. Like against a lot of people, it feels like it's just they're asking you, can you weather the storm? And if the answer is yes, you win, and if the answer is no, you lose.
Yeah.
And it's just so much more fun to play against people where it's like it goes back and forth. You know?
Yeah, and that makes like any game fun. Even if you have your
Yeah.
gripes with the game, like you are expressing yourself. Like, it's like a medium. It's not like
Yeah.
the main thing.
I do have a lot more fun in that environment than, you know, other environments in Gremlins. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, I mean, like, player identity comes through, especially well at like a high level. Like, can identify players by how they play, particularly. It might be a bit of confirmation bias because you already know who's the player in the first place, but like how Koji plays, different from how Space plays, even on like a character like Beatrix, which is like a relatively simple character that wants to do very similar stuff. Gamera with how he like constructs his pressure, Usagi with just the sheer breadth of like things she's doing with Grimnir. But yeah, good stuff, I guess.
I hope the changes soon are good because there is like a lot of good things about Rising that I love. There are a lot of things that I don't like, but I hope that the changes are good and that more people can feel excited for it.
Yeah, I think for me personally, like one of the biggest things is like in base game, I could like just speak the gospel of the game because I just like fully believe that it was a good game and I was having a great time with it. Whereas like whenever it's speaking about Rising, I kind of have to like couch things with like, yeah, but you're doing this and like, yeah, I can't be like truly like, oh, I really enjoy playing this game, and that's kind of a sad thing.
Don't worry, I can do that for you.
Yeah, go for it. It's fine.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm also happy that people like the game and stuff. I really am. But I would like to enjoy it more as well. So,
I mean, I do enjoy the game. It's just like, yeah, I've got like significant gripes with it.
Yeah, I just the thing that annoys me the most, I think, is just how I genuinely think the normals in this game are so well designed. Like the startup, hitbox, hurtbox, like there's some outliers, obviously, but generally, I think the normals are really well designed, and I think the way the game works right now, that doesn't always show, So
Yeah. No. That's the thing with 660. Like, it might not be even if it was a kind of mid, and like just because it's kind of so dominant and like replaces the usage of a lot of these really interesting normal buttons. It's like kind of frustrating on that front. But yeah, sorry, what were you saying, Isagi?
Oh no, I mean like I was circling back to the foreshadowing with the strife patch thing,
Yeah.
But the strife patch, I think like it got me like happy reading it because I think like match tech, of course, always like everyone complains about match tech, pretty rightfully so at the moment, I think, because it is annoying because you see like the kind of things that you have to do to catch match tech. But I think one of the main problems right now it's not match tech itself; it's the fact that if you get hit by someone doing like a fuzzy 2L, you can lose the round from that. I think like if the reward in the game got lowered, in general, things like low win 2-1 for you, Belial, you fireball, that kind of things. It would already be so much more manageable. It's like I do think a lot of things aren't like mechanically bad designed. It's just like a mix of everything. So if they go by the same route as the Strife patch, I think that could be extremely healthy for the game, honestly.
Yeah. No, like the damage is way too high.
Yeah, because it's so hard not to get hit. Like catching fuzzy mash, it's like fishing. Like eventually you're gonna catch something. Like, but the other times you're gonna get hit sometimes, and you can't. It's ridiculous that you can lose a round because you got hit by like 1-2L because it's gonna happen if you're risking it. It's gonna happen. Like this does.
Thank you,
I'll never forget how like a few months after Rising came out. So back then the damage was even higher, right, than it is now. So a few months after Rising came out, I played some base game with Toast, and he hit me with Belial Far Heavy in that game, and I was like, "Oh, I'm dead." And then I looked at my health, and I lost like 20%. It was mid screen, right? So he didn't get like a full corner combo. It was mid screen, and I lost like 20%. I was like, "What the hell? Really? Was the damage really that low?" So it was pretty crazy.
Yeah, like it's just so volatile. Like, I hope. I hope like the damage just warps so much about the game that I think it's not actually like bad mechanically. Like 6XL sucks. I mean, like everyone knows 6XL sucks. Like we've all gone through like denial, coping, all the stages of grief with 6XL. Like
Yeah.
I mean, some people
I've
do.
accepted 6XL at this point. Like it's okay. I can live with it. But I would be like so much more fine with it if it just didn't kill me, because it's the damage again. Like I think most of Rising's problems like circle back to damage every time, at least for me.
Yeah, I mean that is what it is. It's like people. It's like I said this a lot, but it's like this game. There's like a lot of like the same scenarios repeating over and over and over and over, and then there's something that breaks your rhythm, and it can be the dumbest fucking shit in the world, right? It can be like somebody missing their safe jump or something, and that you miss up that timing, and suddenly you're like the BC that you do in that spot, 99% of the time being like the good option, is suddenly like the worst thing you can do in your life, because then RS whiffs, and you get punished and lose like 70% of your health. And
Yeah,
or
mistakes
like the
never
mesh
happen.
or the mesh attack thing, right? Like it's like the thing you should be doing every fucking time, and then you play a character that suddenly gets to like disable your mesh attack because it's like low end bros or something, and you get hit there, and you lose like 70%, and it just, I mean, that's what gets people so frustrated, right? Because it's like there's the smallest mistake, and like this game is so like, again, so many repetitive things that you get kind of like almost forced into like a rhythm, and the smallest dumbest mistakes will throw you out of it, and they will cost you a match. And even if it's just getting hit by like a fucking light, because the damage is so incredibly high on so many characters.
Yeah, I
Right.
mean, I think like a close heavy counter hit can still delete a character. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's just that
Yeah, but it's like you get hit by a fucking Farlight of or like 6XL from Ilsa, and then she does like cash out combo and ends in the laser, and it's like 60% or some shit. It's like from a fucking neutral position, Farlight, whatever, from light spur. Just so many things.
yeah.
And the game
No.
is so snowbally too, so yeah. It is what it is.
Also, speaking of all the changes, like I do wish after like top 8 when they showed the stuff, it was a bit more flashy. I guess. I feel like
Yeah.
after like we're done with season 2 now, it's like people are expecting season 3, and I feel like obviously it's like the mechanic changes, the new mechanic, and what they said is obviously big stuff. But then like the fact that they showed like nothing with it felt like
Yeah, they didn't even have a trailer or
Still
something.
no,
So
it felt like
it was
they
just like
could've-
they weren't ready or something.
yeah, like the momentum currently is I feel like pretty important. If they're like if they didn't do anything, it just feels like people are just gonna move
Yeah.
to Strive, like or something. You know, like there's definitely people who are gonna be like, "There's not even season 3. We're just waiting for some 2.6 patch, 3 slides."
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people that deal with these kinds of games in these hype cycles of just like new character comes out, I played for 2 weeks,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
and they need something to be engaged,
Yeah.
where they think I'm gonna go to this other thing where things are happening. I'm gonna go play Deadlock or something, you know. And you definitely need like this constant stream to keep people engaged. I think for like the competitive side of things, the announcement was quite amazing.
Yeah.
Because you know you have the system. I mean, it was for me it was the best announcement in Rising, right? In terms of just even though they didn't even say anything particular, but just in terms of the potential, it's the best announcement.
Yeah,
that
because
they've
it
had
gave
in Rising.
like exactly what. Well, it
Yeah,
could give
system
you
can-
exactly what you
and then-
want, kind of.
Exactly, it could give me what I want. Even if it doesn't give me what I want, at least there's a chance that there's a shakeup. And
Yes.
then also you have you know, the tour stuff, like 24 players, it's in Japan, it's not the Arc World Tour, that's in America. Like that, all that stuff is for people that are actually competing for that, it's hype as fuck.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, but I guess we'll see, but
Yeah,
is,
I just think like
I
it
agree
would have
for, like,
helped a lot
70%
if there was a
didn't.
trailer for Psy Games World Cup, 24 players, explosion sound effect, fucking
Yeah, exactly.
Metal pipe falling on the floor. $10
Well,
million.
just show some like footage from Cygamescope with like the
Yeah.
all the Grand Blue cosplayers and stuff, right? Like just
And then they're like also 2.6 new mechanic metal pipe falling effect. And like you just show that shit, and then like at the end it'll be like, and also new character, and then you see like the fake thing from fucking it, whoever it was. It's like that would have been like gotten people like excited, and not like Fukuhara was like, we're doing changes or something. There's a new character, 2.6, I guess. Yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks. And like, come on, man.
See ya.
This is your game.
I got it.
Yeah, I'm hoping they're gonna tell us sooner rather than later
Yeah.
what the dealio is. Like, I don't want to wait until like the end of EVO Japan to hear like how everything's gonna shape up. But we're probably gonna have to wait a bit.
Yeah, I mean,
I
before
just-
I finish. Oh, go ahead, Socky.
I just hope the patch doesn't drop like so late that it's like I hope we hear about the tour soon, so we know what events are gonna be and whatnot. And then also I hope that the actual patch doesn't drop like halfway through the tours, considering it already ends in November. Like if it ends like if the patch drops like late summer or some shit, or like in summer, like even like I don't know, like late July or something. It's like, man, that's like half the tour already out of the way, which is not what people want, obviously.
Yeah, I hope it's like obviously like a month. June will be best. July will be okay, but like not anywhere after that.
But also, there's so many events gonna be in that time slot as
Yeah.
well. So it's gonna be
Also,
such a mess. It's gonna be a
if
mess.
it's just after the patch as well, you're gonna have like a lot of really important tournaments after a
Yeah.
potentially big shakeup patch. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a mess regardless.
Yeah.
Before we move off Grand Blue, was like two of the people in the call probably taking a break from the game for a while. So is there anything particularly about either the scene or the game you want to mention at this last moment until you come back at some point?
The last moment before they die.
Pretty much. Vic is dead to me now, yeah. Before we,
Usagi
like-
can start, I guess.
Sorry, what was that?
I said Usagi can start, I guess. Ladies first.
Oh, sure, yeah. I mean, for me, it's not anything game related. Just like need some time for myself. It's like the tournament to tournament. You know, I have never participated in the Arc World Tour Death Tour that all the Europeans do. Like one
death
tournament a
match.
month. Yeah, I can't do that. Like if I play a tournament, I need like a 5-month break. But I think I need like a year and a half to like just like do live shit without having in the back of my mind like clouded by I need to be somewhere at some point and like do esports poses and like be on camera and on the stage and like having people see me on the top 8 stage. Like I think I need to like be completely private for a bit and then come back. It's like
Yeah,
a
it's all
bit
like very
different.
socially draining.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's exhausting. Like putting yourself out there is very exhausting. Personally, so I wanna give myself some time to just do my own things and then come back when I'm ready.
Yeah, that's fair. I think that's very, very fair. Should always be comfortable.
Do look forward to your return, but
Thank you. I'm looking forward to it too.
Usagi will return in
Yo. Yes.
the post-credit scene.
And then she'll win Evo France again, and everyone will clap.
just the final boss that shows up like after someone's like mad dominant in Europe or something.
After the finals for next year.
Yeah,
Yeah, you just show up like
double or nothing.
at the finals. Like the person already won the finals, and then there's like some like new
They
challenger.
just fly me in. Yeah. I play,
and then if they lose to you, you just earn all the money. It's that easy.
from all the players, not just
Yeah,
just
everyone's
just
money.
like, everyone's money.
As they say.
You can go now, PD, if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Like I said, like 3 times during the stream, but I hope things change to the point where I want to play the game because I love the community, and it's the reason why I kept playing for so long, even though I never liked the game, even from day one. Like, I mean, even from like Rising release, I was not very high on the game. So, but I kept, because the thing I liked about Grand Blue base game isn't really present here, which is the neutral. Like, it's very different neutral, and there are things I like about the game the way it is now, but as well, like I like the way the normals are designed. I like the way special cancel pressure, like the way the pressure is designed. I actually don't mind mash tech much. I agree the reward is too high, but like the idea of pressing a button for teching, I don't mind. So there's a lot of things I like. But yeah, I just I couldn't keep playing anymore. Like I kept basically for like 2 years. I never played as much as I really wanted to prepare for events, and it just made me frustrated. So, but yeah, hope things change to where that's not true anymore. If not, then that's fine too. I hope the game improves in general. Like even if it's not in a way that I like. Like for example, one change I could see them doing is like BC -4. You get a throw punish. I think that would be a very reasonable change. But like that kind of thing is not going to get me back into the game. It would have to be more substantial than that.
I mean,
So,
we'll know soon enough.
yeah. So, but
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
yeah, hopefully. But
I mean, sooner than later.
yeah. But I still hope that the game improves a lot. And as for what I'm doing, I mean, I'm playing Plus R right now. I'm playing more Plus R now than I did Grand Blue for the finals, which is kind of honestly embarrassing. I feel like I should have been able to lock in and just suck it up and prepare properly, but
So if you're not enjoying it, like, or not truly enjoying it.
but Grand Blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Playing
yeah.
is not enjoying.
No. But the thing is, if you're like going to such a big tournament, I feel like you should be able to just kind of suck it up and like do the thing you have to do, which is like play a certain amount of time. And I feel like I didn't do that. And I'm not saying that as like an OS. I'm saying that like I very much say that as I think I fucked up. I think it's something that I should have been able to do but wasn't. And so it's just funny to see that contrast now where I'm like playing a game that has like way less players, way less stakes. But it's fun to me and I'm like effortlessly grinding it. It's kind of crazy. Having a lot of fun with it. So I hope that like Grand Blue can get back to a point where I feel that way about Grand Blue,
That makes sense.
Yeah, no, fair enough. I mean, you've described this before to me as well, so
Yeah.
it's nothing new or anything, but
Would be cool.
Would be
very
nice.
cool. Yeah. I mean, again, I love all the people. Like the community's great. The community is the best community I've ever been in, and I've been around for a while, so that's like high praise. I really love all the. Which is part of the fun of like going to all these events and stuff. It matters. People say like, oh, why do you play a game that you don't like? And you see this a lot, not just about me. Like, I think just like yesterday or something, I saw something like that about Strive, where it's like, oh, why do these top players play the game if they don't like the game? It's like, well, you're priced in, like you're already good at it, and doing things they're good at is fun. And then it's like you have the community. Competing is fun. Playing tournaments is fun even in a game you don't love. So there are other reasons to keep going that are relevant.
Yeah, I mean, like obviously, like I do like the game, but like for me, like still my favorite part of going to Seoul was just hanging out with everyone and playing the game, talking about the game, but then also doing stuff out of it. And it's like it's such a unique experience that it's just like I would not want to stop doing that, even if it meant liking something a little bit less, But like at some point it becomes too much.
Yeah, exactly. Like the meta changes. Maybe there's a character that's like top 1 clearly, and it's like more than anyone maybe sits near or something, and you're like, oh, the meta kind of sucks, but you're not gonna stop playing based on that right away. Like there's more going on there, right? So. But yeah, guess we'll see. I'll be around, you know. Like, I mean, I'll like talk to people on the server sometimes. We're gonna see each other at events as well. I'm not just gonna like disappear completely out of the FGC. Either
Yeah.
way,
Nice.
and I'm gonna keep rooting for people. Like, I'm gonna watch it, like root for people. So,
You gotta cheer for Socky.
yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna see each other at Hessen Crash probably.
Year of the Socky. Yeah, I'll be at Test Crash. I'll be running. It's not officially announced yet, but I'll be running plus R Test Crash. So I'll be there either way, and I will also enter Gramblue when I'm there. But I'm not gonna like. I'll keep entering events when I'm there in person, just because it's fun. But I'm not gonna be like. I probably won't play the game until then. So I'll just kind of like see what I can do with my gatekeep some people.
With the crusty Beatrix. Yeah.
Yeah, with my crusty Beatrix.
I mean, you should when you have no pressure on you. That's when you're playing at your best. So like, that might be scary.
Yeah, it's like you're playing to qualify. I'm just playing to ruin your day.
So
Yes.
based.
FH can relate.
I love ruining people's day.
Magi there.
It's fair. It was a good moment.
Yeah. Anything else about Korea, not the game in general, that people want to discuss? Like maybe just like after the event was over, or like traveling back, or whatever.
I mean, like, I had like a week there. I want to mention one thing. I went to a concert there. I had a beer. It cost me £3. Half a liter can of fucking Asahi. I go back the weekend after. I go to a concert in the UK. I ask for like fucking a bottle of beer, £7.50. I'm killing myself. This
Killing himself so it can be reborn.
I wish I had an affordable, normal life, but like, and then like, in Seoul, you have a normal, affordable life.
Yeah,
I think
there
it's
were like a couple of things.
yeah.
A couple of things that were kind of insane. Like, it doesn't matter if I'm at the airport buying like a drink, or if it's in a vending machine inside like a karaoke place, or at a convention center, or in a convenience store in the middle of the city. The price for like everything is roughly the same. It's insane,
Yeah.
man. It's like usually, like I would never, I fucking hate vending machines so much. Like regularly, I would never buy anything from a vending machine. Price is always like 3 times what you would pay at a supermarket, but that's not the case in Korea. It doesn't matter why you could just use a machine without like feeling like, I don't know, without feeling like being ripped off. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very nice. That part is very nice.
Mhm.
And yeah, I mean, culturally, it is pretty weird. Like, there's so much merch everywhere, and everyone looks the same. And I don't mean that in a racist way. I mean, the fashion. Like the fashion is extremely samey,
Yeah.
right? Like MFH stood out so much. I think he might be genuinely the only metalhead I saw.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like it's
so
definitely
rare.
an experience.
It's just
Yeah.
it's just so insanely homogeneously like dressed place.
Yeah, exactly. Very homogenous place, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was a cool experience. And like I said, the people themselves were like extremely open-minded and fun to talk to, and was very cool.
Yeah, it's just a good place. I hope they do more big tournaments there again, because I would, if it wasn't
Man,
that far, I would reconsider.
It is crazy. It is crazy when like they were on stage and they announced next Aqua Tour and they said that shit is in America. The crowd was insane. The crowd
Oh, yeah, that
went
was so
silent
funny.
so quick. It's like
Nobody wanted it in America.
everybody.
Yeah. Insane groan went through the whole crowd. Was like
Yeah.
America, bro.
It's
I mean,
crazy because like obviously there's some downsides and stuff, but I think everybody's like there's some harder things about Korea. It's like, for example, there was like players like Dasein from Strive, for example, who's like vegetarian. It's like trying to eat in Korea is going to be like a nightmare, but it's still like an insanely fun trip, regardless of these like downsides, right? So like, and I think that applied for pretty much everyone. Everybody had like a good time, and it's like an insane experience to have, regardless of how hard some things can be for some people, right? So, and like people were definitely like kind of sad that at least the like Stravers that they're not gonna get that, the experience again. And I mean, for us, that Psy Games Cup is gonna be in Japan is like
We're
that was
balling.
definitely like a good time. What's up?
I just said we're balling. We don't have to go to America. We're gonna go to Japan.
No, we're
Japanese
chilling.
players gonna drag us around to random restaurants. We're gonna
Get
eat
more
good.
experiences, yeah.
Yeah, eating barbecue with the players was very fun. Zenith was our grill master.
Zenith
like-
was the grill master. He's the goat.
Zenith
The
was
Grim Master? Oh no, you can't say that.
I can't.
No,
say
he
that.
was
As
grill master.
S1
No,
is
no,
gonna
yeah.
get S1 is gonna get so mad.
I
Can't
thought
replace
you-
him.
I thought-
That's not even the grill master. He's the furnace master.
Oh
Well,
right,
yeah,
right.
like-
That was Zeno, right?
the
Zenith was
Grim
the-
Master, and then Usaga's in the call. I thought that was the angle of that.
Oh, it's Zeno. It's just Zeno's tag. I confused him with the Furnace Master. It's okay. It was a good time. We had ice cream. I'm glad I had so much ice cream with Pixie. It wasn't even that much, but it's ever since like Headstone, bro. We were like, we should qualify and then get some ice cream in Korea, so we did.
Food was very
yeah.
Good shit.
But, very, very, very. I didn't eat meat for like a week when I came back.
Yeah, that's understandable. It was really good. It was very spicy, but it was the good kinds. It's so funny because there's so much like I'm not big on spice, and usually when somebody like wants to like, it's like, oh, you gotta try some spice shit. It's never like always it never feels like it's like it never feels like it adds something to the dish. You know what I mean? Like it never
like
to
mapo
me at
tofu?
least. What?
Didn't you get mapo tofu when we
Yeah.
went to
Well, that
to
was
Italy?
that was not in, yeah, that was like in I forgot where it was.
Yeah.
VSF or something. I mean that's incredible. But like the point is like there's so much
Okay.
there's so much well the point
That's
is like if I feel like there's so much like spicy food people try to like do with it. It's just like I don't know. That just didn't do it for me, but like you go there and like everything is spicy, but everything is so good.
It's good.
And to me it's like it's a good spice.
It's good spice.
I liked it.
Also, shout out to that one halal place we ate at, and the fucking meatball I had with rice was so fucking good.
It was really good. And the health potion.
The health, oh yeah, our fucking mana potion, health potion, and stamina potion. That was good.
I think he took the poison potion.
Yeah, Fiddy died. Rest in
Yeah,
peace.
I died for one night, but then I got revived. Kind of like Jesus on Easter.
Except it wasn't
Epic
Easter.
Easter
Jesus.
reference.
Very timely.
I can't believe that when I ate like a fucking avocado ass looking ice cream. He was like, you gotta photograph the fucking package to know that it looks like an avocado. It's like, okay. I will do that. It was fun hanging out with NA players as well. There was like obviously
Yeah.
Kevin, Nokal, FGC, and Edwin Kamome was there. So
Yeah,
we hung out
Kevin
with them.
can just bring me to any restaurant he tells me to go to. I'll be like, yeah, let's go.
Yep.
It was very easy with him around, and just he's like, we're gonna eat here, and I was like, yeah.
Sure, buddy. Sure, let's see.
Okay. Kamome is the goat. Yeah, default. I agree.
I told him that he gives like very like he gives off Lil Wayne player vibes. And I hope he didn't take it as an assault.
Really,
true,
I don't
though.
agree. Actually,
Really?
I don't
Come on.
agree.
Mm,
Damn.
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it.
no,
Damn.
no.
Well,
No,
he's-
I mean, no. He's like, you know what he is? He's like anime con whimsical. To me, anime con whimsical. It's
Anime
not
call
like player
whimsical. I feel
What
like I
subsections
understand
of
what you
whimsy?
mean, but it's a very funny term.
Yeah. Well, he seems like the kind of guy who's like at the con, he's gonna like come in like a funny cosplay and he's gonna do the Harui dance with you. But he's not gonna, he's not like,
You're gonna need a more modern reference than that, man.
okay, he's gonna come in and he's gonna like, I don't know, what do
So
what do
over,
kids
he's-
these days?
he's-
What's
he's
What are the
too
kids
old
doing?
to
kids
Too
do?
old
Gotta
chat.
do the
It's over.
gotta do the 6-7 with you.
I don't know. They do like, yeah, no, the 6-7 is the Wayne thing. 6-7 is the Wayne thing. That's not the
Yeah,
that's
true.
not the vibe I'm going for actually.
It's different.
It's
Like,
like,
it's not the same as like Toon and Pixie. It's different.
yeah.
I mean, Toon and Pixie. That's like when I say it's like next
there's like
level.
nuance to this, man.
That's
No,
too
it's-
nuanced.
The
The
new-
Socky
the
Cast
fucking-
analyzes whimsy.
The low player nuance.
Categories of whimsy.
They wouldn't understand. Sea
Yeah.
salted.
Usagi, was anything with the remaining part of the trip or trip back?
I mean, no. I mean, yeah. There's one thing on the way there. Well, it's kind of like layered. But on the way to Slashback, I watched Coach Carter.
Yeah.
It was a
Oh.
great film. Honestly, it's the
True,
beautiful
true.
film about basketball. So I wanted to do the same thing for this trip, and I wanted to watch like a good movie to get me, in the competitive mood.
Oh my.
And I watched Thunderstruck, and I don't know if anyone knows that movie, but that's one of the worst movies I've ever watched. I just wanted to comment on that. That was just a completely dog shit movie. But yeah, it was fun. It was fun. But the trip.
That's a Kevin Durant one.
That's
Right?
the KD movie.
That's a KD movie. Yeah, that's a KD movie. Yeah. That's the KD movie. It was like, oh, that's Kevin Durant. I'm gonna watch that, and it's like, no, this is horrible. But the Kevin Durant was in the movie, so that was fun. But no, the trip was fun. I don't have much to comment on trip-wise since I didn't do anything, but I had my fun. Certainly had a lot of fun.
No problem. That's some of the most entertaining matches of the weekend, so I enjoyed that. Not even a big Grim there guy, but still.
Thank you. I mean, no one is. It's okay.
I like Grim. He deserves being good. When he was like considered top 1 or top 2 or whatever,
I can
and
see.
people were like saying he should get nerfed to Oblivion. I was like, no, like this guy is kind of like Ed in SF6. I think it's like this guy should be part of the meta. Like he's cool.
Yeah, I mean, he's cool. Honestly, so I just it's just this, people doom about him a bit too much because like he's weird. I think people that play weird characters often like it's. I think when the characters are not as well rounded, it's easier to like point the fingers at other characters and be like, "Oh, I wish I had that character's." I think I wish I was more like that character. The Metera is so consistent or shit like that. But it's like, I think having more specific characters is also cool.
Yeah.
And someone like Grimir, I think, is very cool. I wouldn't mind having some solos. Good though. But that's a very long discussion, and it's already very late.
We're some Sockycast talk of it, so we've come across now.
Yeah.
But
Might be
yeah,
a topic for another day. I mean, it's like you see a lot of the top tiers at the moment, and I mean, there's a reason why people are drawn to these characters, and it's not just because they're really good. It's like, say what you want about them playing against them, but playing Metera is fun, and playing Grimnir is fun, and like Cagliostro, and even like Luane, like say what you want about. I think like there's aspects to playing the character that's like so much more fun. Like I've played so much Luane, and then I've been recently thinking about playing a different character, and I'm like going back to just doing the 6-6 shit. I'm just like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I have that in me. Like at this point, I want to do something more. At this point, I'd rather pick up a character like Grimnir, where I know that I have like this like insane toolkit, and there's so much you can do instead of like just going back to the 6XL thing. Like people telling me to like pick up the next best Shoto. Like now that Kalina isn't good enough for me anymore. I'm just like, bro, I'm not. I just.
EX Grand, bro.
Look at the things Koji does. You can be sick.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like I think Belial would kind of suit me really well, but then it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I've like if that's enough fun for me. Like I'm hopping on Grimnir. I'm doing some shit. I'm like, bro, this is fun. Like I know, like Usagi earlier said she was so tilted playing me.
What game is fun?
But I remember like not in Korea, but like a month or two before where we like practiced. And that was some of the most fun I've had like playing the game, because like Grimnir is like so interested. Like there's so much to that character, And if you fight Luane, there's so much that you gotta do as well. Right? Luane has so many there's so many layers to the shit. And it's just like it's so fun. That's so much fun. It's so much more fun than just doing and like nothing against the players. But some sets I watched in Korea at the finals where it's just 2 6XLers going at each other. And I'm like, and again, there's some like when it's like Koji with Camera, sure, whatever. But there's some sets where I
You
was
can call
like,
it
bro,
boring,
this is,
Socky. It's fine.
there's some sets that were
Stuff
so
like
bad.
that.
There was some sets that, not just boring. It's just like, bro, this is literally just fucking dice rolls and fucking the other guy gets PC and the other guy gets the DP and then just like whoever gets first hit on the fucking 6 machine. But then you have like these other characters that have like so much more to it and it's like so much more interesting. Than just like system mechanics, the game, you know what I mean? And I'm glad that it's like even though people don't like the meta at the moment, I'd rather these characters be in the spotlight than just just the system mechanic game.
System mechanic changes coming next patch. When that patch is, nobody knows, but yeah. Anyway, it's been a long one, so I don't know. I'm gonna wrap up now. If everyone's okay with that.
Yeah.
No.
It's about time.
Socky said no, we can't.
You got that? No, I said yeah.
He said no.
We're stuck here forever.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do
Yeah.
another one. It's okay.
Yeah. Part
We'll
two.
never do another one.
But yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Currently, they're like you're showing the pictures from the tower. Some
It's big
good
tower.
pictures as well. Yeah, when we were on the Seoul tower. Like I said, some of us stayed there for a couple of days longer, so we got to see like tower, the city, like the palace and stuff with skill and MFH, space. And it was like definitely a good time. So yeah.
It was super fun, yeah.
Yeah.
Good time.
Me personally, I don't know, I had a good time listening on the stream. I was muted for decent portions of it. Just letting people talk, 'cause there's a lot of people in this conversation. Did expect it to go this long given the number of people and the amount there is to talk about, so that was completely fine. But yeah, thanks for sticking around until the end. Bitty, MFH, and Usagi. Appreciate it.
No problem.
It
I
was
love
a
you,
lot of
Abby.
fun. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, anytime. When you do
Thank
the
you
big
for
return, we do the
inviting
Sockycast return.
A poor, unqualified player.
Yeah, you're taking my spot, but you can't be doing that.
Oh, we should have had a segment. We're not going to go into that, but we should have had a segment about who we think is going to qualify next year.
Remember?
I think
okay,
Space will.
Fuck. I want to bring up the list you we
We don't
made
know the
City.
list yet either. Yeah,
You know,
the list, that was sick.
There was
Yeah,
6 fucked up European players. we
Oh
could've-
my god, that was so funny. It's like
Okay,
this
well,
was like
we're not
No,
gonna
no,
go
no,
into
no, no.
this.
So this was MFH and Fiddy was talking about. I think when we went up the mountain. But like we're not gonna go into it. This is like secret. You're never gonna hear about this. Maybe in the
Yeah.
next
So you
episode.
can leave this stream frustrated and angry at the secret conversation everyone else is having.
You will never know.
Guess you got to qualify to know. So
You can go drink with MFH. Give him enough drinks, he'll tell you.
He'll tell you about who he
I'll
thinks
tell
will qualify.
everything. I'll say everything. I'll be
All of
unstoppable.
Socky's secrets will be revealed.